hot boy. Look at me. Look at that. Awesome. Archer 2016, baby. Let's go. We can bring it back a year, can't we? Because everyone just decided what fucking time it was, right? We can bring it back like 12 years, right? I can act like I'm smaller or something, and then like I don't know, act like I'm younger and stuff, and then I'll still be in high school. Woo-hoo. Not really in high school though, because I probably just want to go to college. That's pretty much it. Has anybody just been done with the education system? Like they just don't like it and don't want to be near it because it never taught them anything they ever learned? Did anyone just think about that and realize, like, oh my god, like people in other countries they're so poor and so stupid, obviously, right? Because you never really figure anything out. Like, no, there are kids that are extremely smart in other countries that are run by completely asshole dictators. They have no idea that those kids are constantly planning their revolution. They have no idea. Like, it's really funny too, because it's not going to happen, because Kim Jong-un is going to die in his sleep. But yeah, it's fine. Like, just it's okay, kids. Y'all don't have to do any revolutions or anything. It'll be honorable or like set an example against him, because he's just a piece of shit human being, and you shouldn't learn any lessons from piece of shit human beings. You should expect the more than the bare minimum, and then not care about people who try to make you push fucking farm equipment when you're 4. I mean, they should electrify the farm equipment first. They should probably start asking for, like, if they want aid, they should, like, ask for, like, farming equipment so they can actually, like, do things. But all China does is flood their entire goddamn, entire country, I guess? Like, what, like 3/4 of their country? It's just covered in water because they just want to do rice, I guess. But understand that's the reason why they can't, because I think that by flooding their entire country, they can get rid of the arid deserts and all those other different things. But literally, all they're doing is just putting bad water in their goddamn mixture of, what is it called? Water supply. And they're all going to fucking die in their sleep. So, or at least all the CCP, because they purify their water. And purifying your water constantly doesn't make the pH balance do anything, right? But it does. It really, really fucking does. When you purify already purified water, it's the reason why you shouldn't really drink your piss. But it's got salt in it, and that salt becomes more acidic when you actually purify it. So there's no salt in it, but what's left of the actual pee, like, is like more acidic now. That's the reason why pee is sterile, because there's a certain number of different kinds of salts and sugars, proteins, sugars, right? Sugars processed by animals, right? Good job, awesome. Proteins. That's the reason why I'm just coming up with topics now off the cuff. But hey, you know what? You are your own one-person bomb squad. You can do situations that you think are happening, but guess what? They're not happening. So, all right. All these kids that are constantly talking about revolution and stuff like that, they're all just like, fuck the system, dude. Fuck the cops. Just like fuck them and stuff. Cause like we want to know what they know, but like we don't really want to like deal with their personalities, because they're like such a bummer, and like I like live with my mom still, but like I'll totally steal a cake from Target, dude. Fuck yeah. So they're really high probably when they did all that stuff. So I mean, take it easy on them when they go in court, but really like set an example of like how they were high, and like act like that was the reason why they did it. So like no one is like racist, I guess. I don't know. I understand there is a problem with racism in every country, so just like understand it. Realize it's like that it's a problem in every country, and don't just like oh, the systemic racism in America. It's like, yeah, that's the reason why we totally fought for slavery, because we didn't like black people. It's the reason why the North actually made that happen, because they just totally hated them. Oh God, so much hate in the world. I understand that black people and other races were very, 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 very racist towards each other. Hence the reason why we were afraid of them. I'm just gonna get this one whole thing and see if it workies. Put a scopy on it. See if I can get a stabilizing thing on it. Ooh, 3x scope. Hey. 3x scopy. Scopy. So that's the reason why, like, there are people out there that are, like, more downtrodden than you would think that even African Americans are. And also, I'm trying to say this really, really hard fact, too, is that if there was any person in the first version of Africa, back in those, like, prehistoric, sort of, like, caveman days, they all died. They all died. They all died before they were able to ever have any sort of young, anything you might ever think of. Don't try to contact them through any sort of, like, summons. They'll just be angry and get scared, and they'll try to kill you. You know, like, just don't Ouija board it. You know, just don't put it near your house, because that's where the power is, and that's where that spirit wants to be, to murder you in your face forever, thinking that Africa was a good idea to be at when you have not technology. All right. Also, I have a conspiracy theory for you. Beethoven was a hack. An absolute hack. He used to steal music from other people, and that's the reason why one of his songs was about being a huge fart joke, because he actually stole it from one of the kids that was doing things, and all the kids were making were fart jokes. I mean, it could be a thing, so just look into it, you know, because he did touch children. So again, put the 2x scope on here, and then I wish there was a compensator for this thing, but I'm just gonna put that on that. So I understand that all of them did. They were terrible, and everyone's heroes were complete and utter villains. All of them. You only become a hero, or you watch yourself become a villain. So why would you watch yourself become a villain? How can you watch yourself? Can you watch your own face? You can't watch your own face. So stop acting like you're watching yourself, and you won't become a villain. So just don't watch yourself. I'm not watching myself. I'm looking at my face. I'm watching me. I'm not watching myself. There we go. We're gonna get this little thing in the asshole. He really did not know where I was. It's a good thing he wasn't screen sniping, because that's usually how they'll figure it out. Alright. I need some fucking... Oh, yeah. Alright, we're good. There he is. I see him. He's right there. Taking shots in the little brush that he's hiding in. I'm gonna try to stay against the wall. There he is. Damn it! I didn't have a good enough gun and have a fucking stabilizer on my goddamn thing. I should have pulled out my other gun and shot him in the fucking face and killed him. That would have been cool. Oh well. Getting better at the game now. There's hardly any cheaters out there. They all fucking stopped cheating, and then now Asian people are playing. And they don't cheat at all, or else they go to jail. The gulag, so to speak. It's really weird that all these different people, they all kind of like shared information about how their governments were going to work. Like Russia and China, like they're so similar. There's always an overabundance of men. I mean, overabundance of women. Women are constantly over-sexualized. Women are constantly given no actual accent whatsoever. It's the reason why it's just like, women, they do deeps, they say deep voice. Why you say deep voice? I don't know. Because I love. And also me. B. Like, whatever. I don't know what you want to be. But, I think you should stop trying to, like, sexually traffic yourself. Because usually a pimp finds out, and then he'll try to, like, you know, get attached to you and be like, oh, hey, you know what? You wanna meet a couple celebrities? I'm not a fucking Jeffrey Epstein waiting to happen. So, I mean, you know, just like, fucking stop, you know? Fucking stop sucking that dick for money, you know? Start worried about your singing career, because everyone's got a singing career now. I don't know how. Like, there's like dudes who do comedy that are like serious rappers and stuff. But they're not really serious rappers, but they're just rappers, I guess. I guess that's the Childish Gambino era or something like that. Like Childish Gambino was like the best, and everybody else was just like kind of okay. And then like, because everyone really didn't know you had to be in the scene to like get to know people and stuff to become actually famous, so people would actually start talking about you and stuff. But no, that's it. You just live in a house with like vaping and stuff. You don't vape weed. It's cool. Like, you're not vaping weed. It's all right. I work for a company. Why would I vape weed and shave my head? I'm not a fucking idiot, you know? I'm talking about these idiots at Sugar Pine 7 that constantly do podcasts and think people want to watch it. They get like fucking 300 hits, I guess. And it's like, wow. Like I guess everyone in California finds it super interesting that they went to a cabin and then filmed a really shitty horror movie that like everyone learned a lesson in really quickly. I think, why the fuck? Like, who gives a shit about the lesson you learn? You want to see the people murked. Know how they did it. How they did the SFX. How did a person die? Is that person still alive? Can I have their autograph? Did you just film a bunch of people getting murdered? And that's how you scare people, okay? That's how you scare people. Not with a shitty demon that you saw on a fucking goddamn cartoon. Or a dumbass fucking goddamn production studio that doesn't know how to make SFX fucking blood. Because blood doesn't stick to your skin. It falls down. It only sticks to your skin if you're a fucking nubile baby. It's funny to do funny videos that are about scariness, but when you get really serious and like someone sees like a drone shot, it's just like, wow, I'm expecting something really professional, and like I don't see it at all. You know, like that whole thing is just like, oh my god, there's a demon outside. I'm rethinking every bad decision in my entire life. It's like, no, they're not doing that. They're panicking because they don't know what the fuck's going on. It's like, you just think that like a demon's gonna make you like feel something like more special than what you think on your own. Like, no, that's just gonna be like, no, fuck that demon, bitch. I'm gonna fucking fuck that bitch up in the face. Let's go. And then he gets fucking killed. And then the second guy's like, maybe we should plan before that happens. And he gets immediately murked after. And then all the people who are just literally completely stupid and dumb run into stuff and they almost die like 12 times. And that's what happens in a fucking scary movie. That's the whole gist of a scary movie. That's the reason why I know that I don't want to watch every fucking scary movie that everyone throws at me. What is it called? What's it called? Maleficent. Fucking Angelina Jolie farted one time into a speaker and everyone got scared. Coming this week to Disney. Oh my fucking god. Coming this week to Disney. Fucking what is it? Toy Story. Revenge of the Toys. It's like why do people want them to play with them? It's weird. It's weird. They're sentient beings that have been around since they've been created. They're older than the kids, and that's weird. And everyone cried. Everyone cried when they were about to get hit by a crane. I was just like, fucking murder Woody. I want him to die. I want to get mutilated like a little bitch he is. No kid's gonna love that fucking toy for long. Everyone's gonna wonder why he doesn't have a fucking jetpack on. He's a goddamn cowboy. They didn't make that movie yet. It came out in 2007, you fucking motherfucker. I guess they're making that movie back in, like, what was it, 1993, where kids actually gave a shit about their toys sometimes, and then that's the reason why the whole actual, like, Comic-Con is available for, like, them to, like, sell little small child's toys. Keep them in the packaging. And why are they so expensive? Because they're in the packaging. But why are they so expensive? Because they're in the packaging. It's like a snapshot of life. You see it in your eyes, and then you want to move it. You want to be around it. It's a toy, but it's got something else, like a magic inside of it. That's why I keep it in the case, because you don't want anyone to scratch it. Because if they do, then it's completely ruined. Completely ruined. And it loses value. So that's the reason why, I guess. It's like you would think those people, those same people, would be like serial killers, but sometimes they're like the most normal people ever. And it still worries me that they might be serial killers, because I never lose my hypothesis about someone until they prove me right. Ever. I never do. Any hypothesis before or after I meet them. which means I don't trust a lot of people. So it's okay. It's really lame that, like, people are just like, these mainstream fucking streamers are, like, just amazing. It's like, no, they're not. They're not cool. They're like kind of attractive, and then, like, dudes are like, oh my god, she's so hot. Look at her. It's Pick a Man's. She's in a bathing suit. She's talking about relevancy. Are you serious? That's so fucking cool. Fuck. It's like, I want to hear about depressive thoughts and crazy fucking mental experiences. That's what I want people to share. I want to hear about your goddamn dog. I want to hear about, oh my god, my dog just ate a fucking bug, and then, like, he shot it out, like, no problem. It's like, cool, awesome. So you had them stick the rod up there, huh? I was like, what? Yeah, the rod. It's a rod. It usually, like, it gives them a vasectomy by completely burning off their genitalia from the inside. I really wish they would do temporary fucking vasectomies on dogs so they could actually breed at certain points. But they haven't gotten that far in veterinary science yet, so I still don't respect them. They're assholes, and they're pieces of shit, and they don't want the same things for dogs as much as humans, because they don't want to procreate their actual thing. And that's the real problem I have, other than, like, people who have, like, strange obsessions with just weird animals sometimes. It's like, I really like the way that this frog looks, because I want to lick it and see if it's acid. Some of those are poisonous, so yeah. Kids are dumb. I wasn't dumb enough to ever do that, but I did do Freon, so I was pretty fucking stupid. Yeah, Freon's a fucking terrible thing to ever do. Don't ever do Freon. It is an air conditioning fluid, and it gave me a weird, almost overdose buzz. Yeah, so I hallucinated. Saw a huge stripper bitch with her legs open, and then I completely fell into the legs, and then I peed myself. Because I was scared, because I thought there were huge bitches around. I guess that's the only time I ever hallucinated, so pretty much. So I was scared. Obviously, I mean, if it was a stripper bitch, she's gonna want to put me in her vagina, and she's gonna want me to clean it every day, and it's just too much pressure. All the time, she's gonna want me to clean her vagina, because she's just really, 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 really turned on by the scrub brush that I use inside of her huge, sexy vagina. Sexy, so sexy that it hurts me inside and makes me scared every single time that I think she's gonna clench or queef or anything, because I think I'm gonna be ejected. And my assumatory corpse will probably be, I'll have a smile on my face and a huge erection. because that's what I really want. I really want a huge woman. That's the reason why I was like so intently like attracted to Lady Duramascu. And I will pronounce her whole fucking name because I am American. Her whole fucking name, all the consonants, all the vowels. I don't give a shit about French people. I'm French, but I don't give a shit about the croissants because they have them here, and also they're better for you because nobody fucking puts their fucking hands all over them like dumbasses they are. Everybody in Europe's gonna understand that they have to put gloves on now because if they don't, then they're gonna get huge crazy viruses that pretty much are like human stuff that like is feces and crazy stuff, but bacteria that feeds off of our feces. So that's what happens. Is the reason why it's like flesh-eating bacteria constantly plagued every single other place that didn't have technology or ways to actually process all the poop they were constantly shitting out. And that's why the flesh-eating bacteria happened, because they ate their shit, and when bacteria eats your shit, it gets used to you and your shit. Like, oh, this is somewhere completely other way. I thought it was behind me. I was. Yeah, I want to hear about like stuff that's bad, because that's the reason why. It's like we need to understand that we can't lead with that stuff in certain different social situations. Hence, us look stupid. Or hence we look stupid. I don't know how to fucking speak an English accent. I don't give a shit. It never mattered to me to be that astute or proper. I can speak in an English accent, but it's like a horrible Irish English accent. A Welsh. Just like, oh, the fuck, oh, God, man, well, fucking hell, right? That's what I would do, just constantly. All the time. My little brother filmed it. They kept it on a little hard drive on a phone that could never be hacked into by the CIA, so they could never get that recording. Also, my aunt pulled my pants down one time. I didn't know why. I thought she was just like, all Americans are perverts. And I was like, oh, I agree, kind of. I was like, I've been sent to kill them because I am a young 5-year-old and I'll do anything for attention. I burned my dad. Before he was dead, I used to fucking run so fucking fast. I literally, my feet grabbed the ground sometimes. I was just like, yeah, I'm a creature. I'm not a human. I am not amongst your mortals. You do not faze me. I shall drink my monster and see nothing. Because that's all I do. It's just like the really astute, stupid, improper, bullshit, eccentric guy way up at the top that just murders everyone he knows. or the like right in the gutter ass fucking Irish English sort of hybrid dude that just doesn't sound right no matter how drunk he gets. Just all I am right there. And also Native American. I'm Cherokee and Apache. I had to do the research though, and my dad was an asshole. Because technically I'm Latin American as well. That's the reason why my name is Rodriguez. Technically, I'm not really from Cuba. Like my heritage moved out of Cuba when it became a hypocrisy, basically, with missiles from Russia. I don't know how that was actually socialist, but those people ran, and when it became not a democracy because of John F. Kennedy, and then those people moved to Honduras, and my dad's dad lived in Honduras for a while, and that's my dad's dad. I pretty much did all the research. I know exactly where I'm from, kind of a little bit all over the place, but yeah, it's cool. So I'm not worried about the trauma that happened to my grandparents. I just don't give a shit. It doesn't matter to me. I don't care if they're poisoned. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. They didn't mean it. They probably poisoned themselves because my mom was so annoying. It's fun to make fun of trauma, dude. It's so much fun. Like, that's the point. It's just like, everything is like art. It's like as soon as you learn the rules to like mental health and shit, you can make fun of anything. And so it's like, I know how a way to get rid of racism. It's just every single black person, every single African American, whether they want to be called black or African American, this is what they do, okay? First, if you find someone that's actually racist, this is what you do. Every single time they say the N-word, you think that no, you don't really think, but you act like they're saying a complete sentence that means absolutely nothing. That's it. That's how you complete it. They'll think they're saying something completely terrible, and then you will have the best laugh of your fucking life. And you won't actually feel it sometimes when the fucking asshole decides to punch you in the face, because you'll be laughing so fucking hard that literally Nick Swartzen will be your spirit animal. Yeah. Or you just dodge. I know that there's a lot of people who do boxing that are African American, so that's understandable. So that's cool. That's awesome. I'm super happy they got into it. Like, I mean, they didn't really have a good role model. Mike Tyson was not the best person to follow, especially for his actions per the first, I think, 3/4 of his actual career. He wasn't a good role model. Let's just put it that. So Bill Cosby wasn't either. There was not a lot of good role models back in those days. There was not a lot of people. They were always really frustrated, I think, with everything. And then they found a dude that they thought was innocent, O.J. Simpson. And then that happened. He was crazy. Darn. That's usually the reason why you smile back at the people who are in the background, because you know you're getting away with something. Shit. I don't know why he would smile to the people in the background, and then someone took a picture of it, and he's like, is that an innocent man? I don't know, but it is crazy that he did actually smile at people behind him. I was 5 years old, and I was very smart. I may not have understood the concept of capital punishment, but I did understand when people are accused of murder, they don't normally smile. So, I mean, it's not a racist thing. It's more of a he might be a crazy person anyway thing. So just realize you'll have more better examples now. Beyonce, she's awesome. She may have a husband that cheats on her constantly, but she still makes a bunch of money. They may be a poly couple. Who knows, you know? If you find Beyonce in one of those situations where she comes at you and she's like, I love you because I love Jay-Z, but he's just so not around all the time, and you need to touch me. I was like, Beyonce, I love your music. I really think you're amazing, but I think you might have gout. Shit. Because that stupid face you made one time when you were doing choreography, I don't know what you were doing. I thought you were like heavy lifting at first, and then you just made that like weird froggy face. It's like, ugh! It's like that. I was like, wow, you must have been lifting a lot of weight there, lady. Must have been doing a lot of heavy lifting, basically. Oh, I was thinking about yeah. You're supposed to look good on stage. That's the reason why for performance happens. The woman who's actually singing doesn't really move a lot, and the other ones do, and that's the reason why they're able to not make stupid faces when they actually like do dance, because that's the reflex of like a bunch of different women who were white, and that's why they stopped moving as fast. It's just something you learn through performing, that if you go too hard, then you're gonna make stupid faces. Because you're literally trying to like it's like those are the three faces that look cool, and then you get like like that because you fucking dropped the weight on your leg. So yeah, just understand that the reason why like you're just like fucking like moving it and shit, and they're just like but you're like, yeah, it's like the same thing when Shakira came up with that like they're like that weirdly like she's decided not to say a verse in that sentence. She was dancing way too hard, and she probably couldn't come up with anything while she was writing it. Or just realize it would be easier for her to say one incoherent like weird note instead of just being like, I love you so much, you're amazing, look at my hips, I'm amazing, I got curly hair, I'm a white lady, but I'm also Latino. And that because it really doesn't matter where you're from. It just matters who fucked to make you. That's all that matters every single time. And if you don't like those people, then probably leave the city you're in. I don't know. Just do something. Do something different. I don't know how many people know this, but there are tons of African-American Republicans in New Orleans, and they are just really pissed off about everything right now. All of them. There are African-Americans that want to keep their money. They don't give a shit about Trump or any of that motherfucking shit. And anyone who really supports Trump is just like, why are you supporting him still? It's like that same bullshit with Jimmy Carter. It's like, he's going to be president forever because he's just the greatest guy. And it's like, no, I was like, I understand that Jimmy Carter, like, this is one thing that he did that no one really understands that he did. He got Botox. Most presidents did. Most presidents really do get Botox to look better on their campaign trail. So understand that, like, the whole celebrity thing, it's real. Like, the whole like, putting shit in your body to make sure that people look at you the right way and stuff like that. That's, like, the whole deal of everything. That's, like, the real deal. The real deal meal deal from McDonald's. I think this is Leslie. Come on, Leslie. There we go. No, I got murdered, no. Hey, what's up, Leslie? I know, I'll eat some in a minute, okay? Alright, I'm just kind of like messing around on the video game right now, so. Okay. Okay, sounds good. Alright, I'm gonna show him Mark's room. It'll be funny. Alright, cool. I'm sure he doesn't mind. Oh, that's a joke. That's fine. Alright, love you, Leslie. Okay. So yeah, it's just, this is the shit I think about all the time. Think about constant like interactions or chance interactions that sometimes would be hilarious. I don't know about like my actual heroes, but like people who I don't really respect as far as they're like Pauly Shore. If I met Pauly Shore, he'd probably be like the funniest dude or some shit like that. He'd probably be like the best dude ever, except for all the bitches that he tried to fuck on MTV who hate him. I mean, he did probably, like, I don't know if he actually, I'm not going to really say it, because I kind of grew up with him, and not really, like, into his comedy really that much anymore, because he was just, like, it was a good side hustle, I think, what it was like, if he always had somebody to feed off of, and, like, tell to relax in this thing, then I think it actually works better. But his brand of comedy is just isn't really for me. It's mostly about porn. It's like, it's really crude sometimes and like not really that witty. So kind of like just apparent basically. And I don't know. I mean, I think fandoms really don't say anything about the people, the celebrities that they say because they want them to say it, sort of thing. And it's just like, kind of like, you really want to connect that hard with your like actual like your hero, because like I mean like seriously, like you'll find out that it's not real. Like it's not like a thing, you know. You'll find out that they came up with their idea on their own, basically just coming through a bunch of different news stories that you do as well, and that's the reason why you came up with the joke. It's not really talent sometimes when someone just comes up with something that is completely apparent and is always there, like iCarly and the fact that she was probably molested. No one wants to talk about it, but everybody doesn't know really like my anagram for GAC. Going after cool kids. Like yeah, like that's how pedophiles basically out themselves. Going after cool kids. Going after cool kids. Yep. Because there are those pedophiles that say in that little like, oh, she was disabled and she was old enough, but like not for me. So like, yeah, that's pedophilia. But she didn't really say no or yes, so it's not really something that it is. They can still get you for it. They'll still find you on the FBI list, Mr. Man, Mr. Man, who likes to fuck women who are schizoaffective because they make terrible decisions and like you get to keep the garbage shit that you do under wraps all the time and then lie to them constantly. So we're just gonna like know that is like a really good majority of men. And the reasons why a lot of women really did become lesbians because they hated men. So when they meet a dude who's honorable and cool and awesome, they'll be attracted to him, but they won't know how to be attracted to him because they've been literally traumatized. So, yeah. It's really hard for people who've gone through hormonal changes and actually changed their sexuality because of it to actually like go back and realize like, hey, maybe like I could have just like had sex with people that I trusted instead of going out there and constantly going for the chick that was like, oh my god, she's a cheerleader and she's fucking like in a fucking band or something and she's like totally amazing or something. Like, I don't know. Like, yeah, you hear things about stuff and you're like, you go after a chick because of all the things that other people say about them, but they'll never really like kind of accept that themselves. Because a lot of girls are really like detrimental to their own health. Sometimes they're like really stupid. They're not really stupid, but like ignorant about their own talent and how much it's actually worth. Because that's the reason why a lot of women still make less than men. It's gender fucking like seriousness, and the reason why femininity is fucking shunned among dudes, and that they should realize that that's the fucking astute and proper elitists constantly showing you that like everything's cool and like some people are cool and some people are awesome to hang around with. But somehow everybody just lost that shit about society and how all of our roles actually do mean something. And the reasons why there are some caste systems that people want certain jobs. People like certain things. And then that why sometimes that works. But understand that that's the reason why a lot of times where Americans are always jaded about everything. Because we have like Google and shit and all the other different internet stuff and nobody has it sometimes and they don't know things. So they make up a fucking trade that they make billions at and then just like stay inside of a fucking unair-conditioned goddamn fucking building and like and just make billions. Like it's like you and understand too that's like the process of like some people's actual trades. Like they'll make hundreds of thousands of dollars and then like shop at Walmart and like I don't know, it's just really hard to like I really think that some people don't really know like what's going on in the whole like sort of weed front right now. Like I really think that people are starting to like come through, I guess, and they're starting to like see that these dudes are like kind of serious about making it legal and stuff. And I'm so hoping that it actually like starts becoming certainly legal in certain cities and areas and stuff like that where people are like the most affected and stuff like that. And like New Orleans and a bunch of different areas that where people can actually like start to do things, but like that's the point is like it's like you literally have to do tons of paperwork, and that's like jobs for CPAs, that's jobs for people that are working payroll, your office, accountants, tons of things that people just literally don't even understand is completely involved in every single transaction. And I think there's a lot of dudes that like were in jail that actually learned a lot of that stuff when they were either in the mafia or any other things like that. Like understand that every single thing that you've ever done is experience. If you really realize that there are tons of mergers, tons of things that cause stress and everything like that, and also understanding that when people are trying to kill you, that's one of the most stressful things in the entire world. Especially if you don't know them, especially if you can't see them at all. So, I mean, understand and realize, like, I was in the, like say that, like if you were in the mafia, you don't say I am required by law to tell you. No, don't say that. Fucking boast that shit, dude. You got experience. You have experience in something. You have experience in pressure and things that people will fucking like understand. That's the reason why a lot of people were like, be cool was cool and everything like that. The reason why it was cool is because the dude that fucking like had a bunch of different, like he was a loan shark, but like everybody knew it. And like I'm not saying that you got to tell every fucking body about your business, okay? Not everybody's gonna know about your business. Everybody in LA does not fucking talk like that. Like they'll find out if they're like ever a contract and know that you're on it or something like that. But no one's gonna really find out your name unless you put it out there. So understand that. Like realize that LA is not like John Travolta or any Scientology likes to pretend, because it's not. It's really not. There's no just people aren't just gonna fall in your fucking lap. You're gonna have to go out and actually look for different acts and realize there are contracts with them. You can't just say that a contract is up unless it's unfair. Then literally you can just take them to court like that, and realize that that's the only security you'll really have if that person loses that contract. Yeah. Like, you can't just assume that someone else isn't going to go to court, and they'll constantly get a continuation. So understand that, like, no, there's no like Vince Vaughn's of fucking LA. They're not like constantly trying to fucking do stupid shit over the top, telling people that they're dumb or some shit like that, and they're obviously just mean people or whatever. Like, trust me, those people don't last at all whatsoever. Like, they never last. Like, they're either Republican or they're immediately liberal. Like, they took a hard left, just like this, hard left, like that, and went into a house and almost ran into a fucking wall because of fucking goddamn stupid motherfuckers that thought they were celebrities and thought that people are going to love their speaking voice, because that's the reason why. Is it sounds like he has a filter on his body telling everyone that he was just kind of acting like William Shatner. That's, yeah. It's really bad that people are like taken up for a ride by these presidents that are literally just acting like regular fucking celebrities and then getting this fucking national status and shit. He was the first black guy. No, he wasn't all the way black. He was mixed, which means every race was represented easily. But he decided to go Muslim, and because he's Muslim, because that's his religion. And that's also his name, his culture, which really sucks for Muslims, because there were tons of names in actual Muslim culture, and they decided to completely and utterly erase them all by saying Hakims and all those other different ones that came from Africa, when in actuality they were Southern European Muslims. People didn't know that. Some of them were Slavic. They were of ancient cultures that literally knew about everyone's bullshit constantly, and no one wanted to fucking hear it in Europe. Everyone was just like, oh, I'm so good, and I have this, I am Republican, and I will make business good. And it's just like, everyone just literally fucking, as soon as the 80s happened, Trump was just on fucking radar. Everyone was just like trying to be Trump and shit and stuff, or trying to beat Trump, or trying to beat Trump to the punch, because he knew so much stuff. Oh my God, man. If people, that's the point, is like, if you really think that some people aren't smart that do crime or anything like that, you will understand that insider trading is always going on. If you don't understand it, you'll realize that literally there are dudes on Wall Street that use criminals, freaking, not they're laundering money at all or anything like that, but they will use their tactics on you as literally a mobster trying to find information about different things. They won't threaten you directly. You won't be able to have anything in court on them, but they will tell you exactly how they will ruin your life. And in some cases, they actually can do that. Like, they literally can, like, legally. But just understand that's the reason why people are afraid. They don't want to get in the stock market because they think that, oh my God, all this. But if actual gangsters start getting in the stock market, like fucking, like, I'm not talking about like higher ups that knew about business already. I'm talking about like literal hitmen. If those dudes have the best face. They have the best fucking face ever. There's a, not full of tattoos all the time, not always full of tattoos, but they used to kill people. So they got off on a technicality. It's like they would be such good business people. They would if they were to learn paperwork. That if anyone learns paperwork, you'll be the best businessman ever. If you're a cop and you constantly have to do paperwork all the time, you will understand the concept of paperwork and realize exactly how to do things. There's experience everywhere. Like, I have, what is it, almost 30 years of experience in art and literature and poetry and a bunch of different things that I've been able to use to make myself enunciate different things correctly, or to be able to not offend people, or to be able to say something that's like good. And I went to a fucking all black school. I'm not all black, but like mostly black school, and like got friends and had friends, and they were cool. And I was friends with like black kids before it was cool to be friends with black kids. Like, it was fun. there was a dude, he made a wallet for me. It was the coolest thing ever. It was his dad, and his dad made wallets, and it said my name on it. It was fucking badass. It was awesome. And then I lost it because I was a stupid little boy and constantly like made up excuses about the reason. Yeah, I was just like, I don't know, man. If she don't like, I was super like, I was impatient as fuck too. Like, I think the speed went to my head sometimes. not the speed, my own speed, my fastness went to my head. Like the fact that I was fast and I could run fast, and I was kind of tall in the kindergarten, immediately went to my head. And there's somebody shooting at me, but they're in a different place. I just have to like make sure I see him before he fucking. All right, he's over here. Yeah, he's all right. He has an 8x scope, so I would have not been able to defend against him. He definitely has a 6 to 8x scope. So I'm gonna go in here and heal, I guess. Get down. I'm gonna go downstairs and eat some food. So, hey, what's up, Leslie? Fuck, I just had a candy bar. I could have got you one. Oh, sorry. Alright, I would have given you half of it if you would have asked earlier. I'm sorry. Alright, okay. No, I don't think we have... we might have some candy left, but I think the rest of it was just, like, other stuff. I'm not sure. Okay. Alright, I'll look downstairs when I go get a burger, okay? Because I'm going downstairs right now, okay? Okay. Alright, cool. Alright. I'll see you in a bit. Alright, I'm gonna get down right here and take these pain pills. Oh, it's not a pain pill, it's a fire extinguisher. Alright, I'm gonna take this energy drink. I'm gonna just do the bandages to get up there and then get an energy drink. Get right back here so I'm not near any windows. So if this dude runs up on me, then I can shoot him with my automatic rifle. I think it's a shotgun. No, it's just that's a barrel, I think. All right, there we go. Let's take the painkillers first. I think that's a stun grenade. Okay, he's outside. Okay, he's coming this way. So get down. Okay, I believe he's trying to flank me. He's right there. Okay, let's see if he moves at all. Okay. So we kills each other, and that dude's probably gonna go for his thing. There he is. Okay, he's going for stuff. There he is, right there, and he's got stuff right there. Alright, he's running because he thinks that there's somebody going to shoot him. Probably. Okay, he's noticing. There's a smoke grenade out. So he doesn't know where I am, but he knows that someone's shooting at him, so. Alright, let's get the fucking BP7. Alright, I'm gonna do this thing and then I'm gonna stay. Maybe I should stay right here. Oh no, the circle's about to close. Okay, I'm gonna get in mine. So maybe I shouldn't be in the middle of the circle. I should probably just watch the edge of the circle, and where I'm near it, I should probably be near a road to be able to like catch people off guard and shit. That was somebody's car. That's the reason why I did it. That's the reason why I ran it over. I just didn't want people to use it, basically. I'm gonna get behind this building, get the cover. So I'm gonna get on my rifle and check these windows for different people. I'm sure somebody coming up. I'm not exactly sure. Okay, nobody there. Nobody there. In a different room. Check the corners. Let's see if it's not a person. Okay. It might be somebody with a grenade because I heard a click. Keep my rifle out right now, or my assault rifle right now, because I don't know if there's anybody available to murk. Alright, I'm gonna stay right here in the circle right here, because I think it's lower. Yeah, it's lower, so it's going low, so I'm probably, no, I'm gonna keep playing this one. Keep playing this one, because there's probably people close, I'm guessing. So he ran away, I think. Let's see where he ran. Or through the right ear, I guess. So he ran away from this one. Use the wall for cover. Use the door for cover. Close the door. So he ran off in this direction right here. So I'm just going to see if he's actually going off in any other direction. Okay. Check this back area, because this might be able to see him. He's back there now. I don't know. I'm just going to get out of here and run, I guess, into my car, and then go. See if anybody shoots. If it shoots, everybody's down. This is the next building over, I guess, probably. Or the one after that. I'm gonna see if I can get his attention. Yeah, boy, made it. So I'm gonna try to beat him to the next place, because he didn't use my car at all. He's a really dumbass for not doing that. All right, I'm just gonna go through this dude. Use this for cover. Let's see if he goes. It's gonna go around maybe. You fucking faggots with all your goddamn hacking skills, assholes, a piece of shit, motherfucker, whatever. I'm gonna go eat a burger. So, you've not affected my day whatsoever. You lose, I win. Almost all the condiments I put on my burger dog. No lie. Alright, so all I have left. This is a pretty good burger. I got one. Well, do anybody know that vitamin C inside of fruit is basically the fat of fruit? Almost every single fruit has it. Oh. No. Also, like, I understand what a pity party is. It's like, there's this thing that, like, people like to do. It's like when they start a bandwagon, like they get on a bandwagon, they like to add as many people as possible to make their voice kind of like known. But like, there's different reasons why certain people do things. Like, I think also the reasons why certain societies were like slowed down and stuff, and then introduced to like petrol and a bunch of different things, because we kind of had to burn it off. There's a reason why a lot of different planets, like, they exist with like certain life on it that feeds off of a certain chemical. So it's the reason why a lot of times we are kind of like addicted to sweet things, because inside we know ourselves to be like complete pieces of trash. I know I'm a certain kind of piece of trash. I am a breakfast rapper. Oh my god, that's my piece of trash that I am. I want to pick it up all the time because I want to see if there's a full candy bar inside. That's all. I always want to do that. That and cigarette packs to see if there's actual extra cigarettes in there. So we can follow some like weird conspiracy theory and then just look cool thinking about it. I'm just kind of like, over the whole societal kind of bullshit, crazy stuff that everyone kind of like spews and said. Like the literal people that are like in our demographic are like killing it right now. And it's like, yeah, totally. Like Markiplier totally showed his lack of abs and also his V that he has from having a belly. Because he's super strong. He works out all the time. All the time. Every single knotted up piece of fucking goddamn muscle on you is going to fucking hemorrhage, you idiots. Dumbasses. Complete dumbasses. It's like, are you serious? Is that how you build muscle? Is that how you literally build muscle? You do fucking crazy fucking burpees and shit like that and stuff that's gonna kill you and hurt you and put you in pain? No pain, no gain, brah. It's like, no, completely making your existence off of fast muscle is it's basically turning your entire body into dick skin. That's it. You're just turning your whole body into a fucking bunch of leather. Like, you're going to be like flabby as shit when you get older. No one's ever going to take you really seriously as a fitness guru. Because it's not fitness. It's fucking leather, skin, and asshole in the sun all day. Bleached asshole, though, on the asshole that decides to fucking lift 340 pounds in 2 weeks. Or a month. Or a fucking year. Understand that you need to gain stamina in order to keep your muscle. You need to have elongated muscles. Stop acting like every single person that lifts a fucking 300 pounds. Oh, I started to get a cold mail from my wife, and she's dead now. So that's serious. What? It's like, no, you're a big guy. You need to like slow down a little bit because people don't know this. But what happens if you start lifting and keep lifting all the fucking time is you impact your knees. And you may not think about it like such, but the point is you're shortening your cartilage in your knees, and that's the reason why people have knee problems who do a bunch of different things. They don't know that they're shortening their knees when they constantly do stupid reps of different weights they lift up in the air with their hands and their shoulders completely extended. And then I wonder why they lose their fucking goddamn shoulder when they throw a fucking ball. Or it's called losing your shoulder. That's what it's called. It's called losing your fucking shoulder. That's the first time you do it. If you keep doing it and you don't fucking rest for like 2.5 months, you'll do it again. Don't be a fucking moron. People are only supposed to play football for about 4 to 5 years. Don't try to be a fucking Tom Brady because his face is a fucking idiot now. His face looks stupid. He looks like David Hasselhoff. He looks like David Hasselhoff was taking a shit, and that's why his eyes are so... Yeah, he's taking a hard shit, and that's why his face is like full muscle. Does anyone want their face to be full muscle? Because that's what that dude off Star Trek looked like. Does anybody want to look like that? A burn victim? Shit! I don't know, man. I don't get it. Well, people just want to fucking build muscle all the fucking time. They're just like following my dad to the grave. This is like, wow, my dad's like murdered a bunch of people by telling them they should eat a bunch of empty fucking carbs and build a bunch of muscle super fucking fast for no apparent reason. That's my dad's generation, basically. They all thought they were working out properly, and then they're basically like the foundations of what people actually respect as far as a working out method, but it just doesn't work. You're not supposed to fucking do that fucking much. You're not. You can live with a belly. You can lose it slowly. Stop acting like you have to burn fat immediately. It insulates you. It keeps you buoyant in water. You'll fucking drown if you're pure muscle, asshole. Or you'll be able to go for like 2.5 miles and swim, but then when you try to go an entire English Channel, you'll fucking drown. Because at the end, there's the algae. Yeah, it makes the water thicker. It's the reason why a lot of pools sometimes that are public pools are actually thicker, because of the algae inside of it, because there's dust on your skin that turns into algae. They don't even know how to shock it anymore sometimes. They don't even know how to, they have to shock it. Like, they have to immediately shock it, or else people will fucking drown in their pool. It's not funny. It's really just not funny. I'm making jokes on shit, but it's like, it's not funny to do. Like, to fucking make yourself completely muscle. There are like really hot chicks with like big thighs and stuff, and they're fucking kind of muscular, so it's kind of cool. It's cute as fuck, but never make yourself the fucking epitome of what you think fitness is, because it'll never be healthy. You'll always be eating garbage constantly. Like, that's what you'll smell like. Your ass will smell like garbage. Because that's the amount of pounding that it takes from your goddamn intestines. Because your intestines will be hard too, every single time. And then that's how people get fucking bubble gut disease. It's called an air bubble inside your stomach that lives there. And that's the reason why your shit doesn't go through your body fast as you think it does. Because every single time you're constantly fucking building up vitamins. They don't know what they're doing when they're actually working out. You're building up vitamins in your system. You're constantly slowing down your actual digestive tract, and people don't really understand that. They think that, oh, my metabolism is going faster. It's like, yes, your metabolism goes fast, but it's just the rate at which you digest that is going slower. Because that's the reason why, is you're constantly getting a bunch of vitamins from a bunch of stuff you don't fucking need. It's called shit in your body. And water in your body. So you're basically eating your own shit and your own goddamn fat. So just don't do it. Don't fucking do it. Don't do the stupid cleanse or the dumbass teas or some shit that like makes your belly feel like it's fucking whatever the fuck it is, losing all the gas that it could possibly ever lose. If you have gas in your stomach, it's okay, okay? It's fine. Keep it there, because that's what the air bubble is supposed to be. You're not supposed to gain a second stomach like a goddamn cow. Hence the reason why people should probably stop drinking milk. Because yes, no matter what, no matter how it comes, you will eventually mimic the animal that you fucking decided to eat the most of. Hence the reasons why Kenyans are so fast. They ate a lot of chicken. It was the smallest thing. Yes, no matter what, you will find, everyone will find, that they will mimic the actual animal that they've eaten the most of. I chose to be a tiger. Stupid. Just fucking realize it, man. Like, you're doing bad shit to yourself when you're like building so much muscle that you're losing every single part of your actual curvature. Yeah, like it's not healthy. It's really not healthy, and you shouldn't fucking do it. Like, just don't fucking do it. Don't act like every single thing is just like fucking over the top needed in your fucking workout for you to be able to fucking manage your health. You're not your ancestors. You're not the body of your ancestors. Half the shit that we learn in fucking science is bullshit. It's true. It's absolutely true. Because science has changed so fucking fast that literally books cannot even keep up sometimes. So realize that all the book smart in your fucking world literally isn't even as fast as some of the shit that changes almost instantaneously when it comes to our actual world changing. My battery's low, so I have to... What do I have to do? I got 100. Yeah, boy, let's do this. Put it on my controller. It's the reason why. A lot of science is changing. A lot of stuff is gaining fucking traction. And that's the reason why we're not getting in a bunch of wars anymore. People are just going to fucking die immediately in terrible places. It's what happens. It's what happens to science. It starts to lose its traction. And everyone needs to take another fucking snapshot, because that shit is changing fast. It's not changing slow anymore. Because that's the reason why we set the pace of every single virus. With every single technology we constantly create, there are other cultures and a bunch of different people who either gain traction in certain different areas that we don't acknowledge and constantly call them terrorists. They are terrorists, they could be terrorists, but that's the point. They're smart sometimes. Like stupid bad guys don't guard the fucking door, and that's the reason why you're able to get past all the fuckers. Like, no, they guard the fucking door really well. That's the reason why you need to be on your fucking points, P's, and Q's. Hence the reason why they constantly don't brainwash you. They get ready for combat in the military most of the time. There's other shit they don't tell you about. Like, oh my god, that thing that, like, I had a dream about, it might happen? Yeah, probably. You know why? Because your body and your brain are coming up with possibilities. Your brain is always working, okay? You're smarter than you think you are. Your body constantly comes up with different possibilities of what might happen to it. Hence the reasons why Brett Favre was retired and his body tried to work out and his muscles started contracting like he was getting hit. It wasn't because when he was at a game, it's because he was literally using muscle memory. And muscle memory is hard to use sometimes without actually going through certain reflexes, without stretching, without doing different things. You gotta push muscles around. You gotta crack ligaments. Understand that you're elongating them sometimes. Don't do it while you're kicking. It's dumb. Don't extend your foot while you're kicking. You know why? Because you will overextend all of your ligaments. Stretching will not be a thing for you, but understanding that your muscles are getting more contracted and more completely and utterly unhealthy, that's the reason why. People are just like, I'm just built different. Like, no, you just made your muscle into something that might explode later. It's literally a bomb inside of you. A huge rock-ass motherfucking curl is not the smartest thing to do. Do not always do fucking... and if you feel as though you're hurt or overexerted, put the fucking goddamn weights down and go drink some goddamn water. And not just water, but drink sugar too. You know why? Because you're constantly putting different vitamins in your body, and sugar is a good delivery system. Stop acting like sugar makes people fat, because it doesn't. Too much of anything can make you anything. Too much of not eating can make you super, super skinny. And people will be envious of you as long as you're in the mainstream's eye. And they will find out what your regimen is and how you actually come up with that body, and then they will hate you. It's not because of those models. They're just so amazing. They love partying with each other. Just love it. They're like the Playboy girls sometimes, except they don't date older dudes. They don't not do coke, and then also they eat popcorn on a regular fucking basis. So now it tastes like a fucking goddamn, what is it? What does it taste like? A gerbil. Sorry, a gerbil. A fucking gerbil. Because that's what a gerbil eats constantly. Vegetables and shit that it can eat and does anybody know how fucking fast? If a gerbil literally evolved as fast as we did, does anybody know like what would happen to the whole world? There would be like car-sized gerbils. There's so many evolutionary traits that if they were to go, if we didn't domesticate certain animals, they would have taken us over already. It's the actual truth. Like, I don't know why people are just like, oh, I love this animal, but I'm gonna fucking treat it like shit and then make it fucking hate me. So whenever it haunts me in the fucking next life, I'm gonna feel a huge bite on my cock. Every time I think about a dumb bitch. So, like, just understand, man, like, oh, man, it's hard to say sometimes. People are just, they do things that are dumb. People say things that are dumb, and they think that they're smart. Like, hey, you know, you ever try to fucking, I don't know, it's really, really funny, though. And I have fucking family in other countries. It's really cool. I really didn't know that. I mean, they might not be on TikTok, but I'm sure that I found that a person who has a kind of like a golden-esque beard. He's a really funny dude, and he's probably related to me, or related to someone I know, or somehow related through marriage. Who knows? It's also really cool to have like a different uncle besides the one who said the N-word all the time. Yeah, he used to watch Will Smith, but like, I don't know, stare into like the television, I guess. That's probably what he did, more like, because he wasn't really paying attention to it. He was just pointing at it and then calling him the N-word in front of me, expecting me to become, oh my god, the N-word, are you serious? Like, I didn't even know what the fuck that was. It didn't matter to me. Like, it doesn't give a shit what you're saying. Like, that's how I believe that all people should really kind of like feel about the N-word. But it's just dumb. And also, English makes no sense. And Americans are the only sensible reason, because we blow up our enemies. We don't let them fucking make anything. We do it beforehand, before they make the viruses, and the terrible shit that can hurt you later. Good times. But then understand that also the world made that, so it's going to happen pretty much everywhere, though. So no one's going to have time for war. It's going to be constantly running from terrible, terrible viruses. Won't give anybody time to learn how to make any bombs anymore. That's cool. Those Jewish guys in Manhattan who must have just been fucking all up on their P's and Q's. Like, particles, if you take them apart and you put them where they don't want to be, they'll fucking get really angry and they'll start moving the fuck around like you did something wrong. Like, that's the behavior of particles. I don't want to say too much because it's a hush-hush thing. Why is it hush-hush? Because the particles might find out and they might try to kidnap my daughter. Oh my god. Secret key. Oh, that's cool. What's the secret key go to? Maybe there's something in here that goes to it. Do you see the secret key? Alright. There's something that goes to it. That's cool. It's pretty awesome to actually find. A little Easter egg. Maybe something goes to something. Get in here that I have to find. Is it in the city? Oh, I'm right outside the circle. I'm fine. Does it go to a safe or something? Oh, he stopped. Alright, no, he didn't. Alright. That's cool. If I find something that I can open this with, then that'll be cool to actually have. If I find something cool to, like... Let's see, wait, what do I have now? Police vest level 2, backpack level 2, 5.56, 145. I don't count usually the bullets in the magazine because I usually, like, yeah. I don't ever count the bullets in the magazine because you never know when you're gonna go out. You're just like, it's just stupid to do because like those are already melted. You know, like yeah, like when you're like counting your magazines, count all the magazines that you don't have in your clip in your actual. So it's really dumb to count the magazines that you do. It's just like, oh, I have 47 bullets. I have 46 bullets, but I only have 30 in my goddamn inventory. So. You should memorize how many bullets you actually shoot. That's the reason why. Like I always do sometimes when I'm shooting real guns. I usually don't always like expel every single cartridge too, especially if I'm shooting in the wild. It's always good to keep one in the chamber in case any wild animals come after you. So. Okay, so I'm gonna get a rifle now because I have an 8x scope. I actually don't have an 8x scope. I'm going to get rid of something. I'm going to get the 4x scope on here, and then I'm going to I'll get this red dot sight on my handgun, get rid of the compensator, and then take the 8x scope. Alright, so I'm going to get a rifle. Let's find a rifle. Hopefully there's a rifle in here somewhere. It's really cool to actually like have a cool uncle. In Ireland, that probably drinks way too much. You never know. Maybe you'll like see him and stuff like that, and then you'll have irritable bowel syndrome, and you're like, wow, can really help you with that. Probably maybe put antacids in your first diet, and then just realize there are certain properties of different vegetables that have antacids in them and stuff like that. You know? It's like, because old people have problems with their digestive system, usually. They do, because they did stupid shit to their bodies. They drank fucking 12 fucking goddamn bottles of beer, in like the span of 2 minutes. Oh, cool, fucking rifle. There we go. I'm gonna change my AKM because I don't feel like fucking using it anymore because it's the worst gun in the entire game. So I think I'm gonna drop. Yeah, I'm gonna pick up. Oh, need to get that one. Let's see here. Get an 8x scope. Put it right there. And keep the 4x scope in case I get another assault rifle. Because, I don't know, it doesn't matter. Whatever. And then drop this. I mean, put some more bullets in the thing. An adrenaline syringe. Because that's what it's doing. There's a reason why people don't realize what they're doing when they access their general anesthetic that is in their bodies called adrenaline. They don't understand that they're burning parts of their body. It's the reasons why sometimes your actual muscles do snap and also really don't come back, because that's the reason why. The kind of workouts that older gentlemen really liked, it was just like pain and hurt and gut-wrenching fuckery, basically. Yeah. Yeah, it's never good to do that so much that you like hurt yourself or shit your pants or anything. Just don't do it. It's not a good idea. And I'm gonna see what I can do with this assault rifle. I'm all the way out, y'all. I need to find a thing. Let's see. Here we go. Got it. Just hope there's nobody going for it as well. Yeah, we're good. But yeah, that's the way people used to work out. Like it's really still kind of a thing. And it sucks that people actually do that. They lose that much fucking weight, and like, it's just so dumb to do. It's so dumb. Like, cause I've done it before, and it is the stupidest idea ever. I was in so much fucking misery. Like how can they do it? Why do they do it? It's stupid. That's a Tesla, baby. Hyundai. Oh, yeah. That's just the point. Is just like electric cars that still existed. Tesla wasn't the first one to come up with the whole fucking idea. They just came up with safer versions of electric cars. That's it. And then decided to up the price since the safety is the first key. So that's why he fucking ruined his own revolution there. So I've heard he has Asperger's. I really don't give a shit, but he's also not smart as far as statistics go. Because the people who want to actually do things don't usually use cars at all. So really, you're just giving another person a reason to be able to, like, say that you suck, Elon Musk? So, yeah. That's the reason why I don't respect people who are billionaires, because they are out of touch with every single thing that is a part of our society. And that's the only reason why I don't respect them, because they're not evil people. Like, they're not hurtful or hateful. Like, Jeff Bezos had no idea that most of his employees were actually getting abused. Because he's a billionaire. He's out of touch with society, obviously. That's the reason why. He changed it. He changed a lot of it. Assholes. Jeff Bezos, go get him. Fuck you, Bo Burnham. Always hating motherfuckers for no fucking reason. With your own dark sense of humor. That's what happens to celebrities, man. They go with something and they just fucking forever go with it. It's like nothing in their world can change or get any better, because that would ruin their entire fucking bit. So that's the reason why I'm just like, I laugh and then I'm like, you know what? I kind of feel bad that I laughed at that, because that dude's a fucking asshole for saying all that shit about people who really care about our environment. Like, why the fuck do you think that he came up with a fucking TV service to be able to fund the entirety of all of his actual endeavors? Because TV didn't do anything. TV doesn't do anything except create certain pollution that no one knows how to get rid of sometimes. Because they're just like, oh, I'm just going to put it on the side of the road. It's like, no, there's a filament in there sometimes in the old ones, and you need to fucking have it brought to a certain place to be taken apart and turned in and recycled. So, but I don't feel like doing that. And that's the reason why the 80s sucked, because everyone decided that their filaments wouldn't do anything or create any sort of greenhouse gases, which they fucking did. And that's the reason why you felt the heat on your fucking neck. Okay, every single fucking night you'll listen to blue fucking goddamn light and shit like that. Understand, it's not a light that activates your actual tanning or anything like that, but it's a heat that comes on you. You know, because sometimes radio waves can sort of mess with your actual fucking not immunities, but literally like affect your eyes in different places and make you feel tired and heavy and all that other different stuff. And just, I don't know, people are just dumb. They don't know what the fuck's going on with their systems and shit. They're just assholes. I think that every single little thing, like, oh, the military, they fucking like run 2 miles and then they eat. And it's like, no, they don't do that. Okay, they ate all 3 meals all fucking day. Okay, the first day they got there, they did that. The second day they got there, they fucking did that. They're not being starved to fucking death. They're just getting up at 5 because, I guess, evil never waits. Because evil won't do it. Because evil won't literally wake up at 5 in the morning. Because it was partying the entire night and it killed someone, usually probably 2 weeks ago. Because that's what happened. And I'm going to kill this motherfucker. I was going to notice him, tell him that him there actually comes closer. I'm always pissed off at comedians sometimes because they always come up with reasons to be able to make fun of stupid shit. Really not dark humor, but just a terrible fucking goddamn subject. And it's like, yeah, you can come up with a rape joke that's terrible and also funny, but also come up with one every fucking week. Are you kidding me, Bo Burnham? It's just like, oh, I'm stuck in the metaphor and the themes of things. It's like sometimes there's no real theme to what you're talking about. What you're saying is funny, so that's why people laugh. So I understand there's different kinds of comedy other than like situational humor and shit, or being jaded, or whatever the fuck your fucking half-ass millennial bullshit is. That's the point. Is like, what are the things affecting my generation today? Just like, and they come up with some half-ass fucking bullshit notion about somebody somewhere feeling feelings about something they didn't do or did do. It's super dumb. This stupid bitch. God damn it. He waited to fucking shoot me in the face. What a fucking asshole. But yeah, that's the reason why I soon do not follow any comedian anymore. I just like to give people attention and until they prove me completely right about their idiocy. Also, what the fuck? I love country music. Those people don't rape people. There are hardly any country dudes that have ever raped a bitch, but somehow every single fucking goddamn rapper that fucking did anything is fucking like, oh, I still love him, he's a good guy. It's like, yeah, cool. Maybe you should have fucking dated a goddamn cowboy motherfucker who was a black dude that lived in Texas and fucking put on hats all fucking day. Because that's what he fucking did, motherfuckers. And he's a fucking millionaire that no one knows. And he got all of his fucking money off the land. So you assholes that are just like, oh, I don't want to pick cotton for the man. It's like, no, they don't pick cotton anymore. They have machines that do it. You just press a button, you sit in the thing, you drink some coffee because you woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning. And then you go to bed at like 8. And then like, or go out drinking all fucking night because you're a fucking millionaire. And any bitch you want is accessible now. Awesome, you have options. But you didn't want options. You wanted to live in the city and set a Wendy's on fire. Because they didn't make your burger right that one time. Everybody's a fucking Karen now. Everybody's a fucking Karen. You want to protest and you fucking take a cake off of a shelf. That shit was just sitting there, man. It was gonna go fucking bad any goddamn ways. Either in your stomach or anything. It was sitting there for like 3 or 4 weeks beforehand, probably. At a Target. I would never get a cake from a Target. Like, even during a protest, I would just be like, yeah, that cake can stay there. I'm sure it's been there for a month already. And that's how you get irritable bowel syndrome. Rioting. I don't know why no more people don't watch me. I'm fucking hilarious. I'm such a fucking dumbass. It's the point, man. Like, you have to understand that the viruses that are coming out of all this, like, the reason why there's a virus inside of Antarctica is because we used to fucking be there. Oh God! Because we used to shit everywhere, and then our shit got to where it was frozen, and then it stayed shit, and the shit got angry that it was like there. It was the microbes that were eating our shit. Because it's shit. But it just got angry at us, and now it's trying to eat us because we put it in a fucking jail cell of the earth. And the earth made the fucking algae that'll eat it one day because it'll fucking run off and exhaust its entire food source by murdering us and eventually creating the apocalypse. A lot of people get afraid of things they can't understand, or things that, like, the apocalypse. I think that all of them are funny because religion came up with some really terrible fucking entities, obviously. I mean, just fucking metaphors, I guess, for what the world might be, basically. And then, like, Nostradamus was their fucking god, I guess. I don't know. Because he did live in, like, the 400s, I guess. Oh my God. Yeah, it's what happens sometimes is people who make things and then predict the futures. They're like, wow, I predicted all of this from happening. Why? Because I studied statistics, and that's the reason why. But everyone thinks it's fucking magic because I talked to some fucking god upstairs that just some dude that was dying in his chair, and he was just like going crazy and stuff. He was talking about, like, oh, the world will pay for all of its sins and blah, blah, blah. Like, that's when people are old. Like, they start blaming every single person. Like, you know when they're old. Like, you know when they get old. They, like, get senile. Not really senile, but, like, really, like, risk-taking. Just really risk-taking. That's how you know they're senile. It's like, if you see a 55 to 70-year-old man jumping off a bridge and, like, fucking doing shit, just understand he does not have any friends. He does not stay in the same spot to ever have any friends that don't also jump off of bridges. And they are 20 years to 30 years younger than them. It's like, yeah, I've been doing this for a long time. Man, I've been jumping off of everything. Fucking buildings, bridges. I got arrested 46 times. I put in the fucking pen fucking like 20 times. It was cool, man. I thought it was awesome. Everybody else had a problem with it. I guess they're just not cool like I am. It's like, oh, that's not cool at all. You're being really stupid. You're being like, wow. I had no idea that 80-year-old was in a wingsuit. Like, and some people just really don't know their own exertions sometimes. They believe that they're just, like, chosen somehow, and somehow they're going to make it, and then one day they forget to pack their goddamn granola bar from the trail, and then they fucking starve to death because they never eat anything to begin fucking with. Except vegetables that are constantly and utterly getting poisonous and also flammable because of the actual amounts of indoor plants that they constantly introduce to the actual California wildlife. understand they did it in the 40s. Fucking like, what was it? Thomas Jefferson. He's now a terrorist. He's on a terrorist watch list as a president because of all the trees that he tried to make in fucking California. It's like, we should take care of our redwoods. And it's like, yeah, cool, redwoods. But also, what are these trees that are coming here? Like, what are you planting trees for in a place that they don't have? Oh, they'll manage. It's like, no, they become volatile and they also kill people. So bees don't really do that to our actual like thing. People just decided that fast plants that grow really fast are also really good for shade. No, they'll set fire and they dry out really quick because they're not used to the nature that surrounds them. So that's the reason why you assholes decided and also wanted a bunch of different non-GMO things to be completely and utterly natural all the time and genetically modified plants. So that's the reason why you assholes have fires all the time. Because in the 40s and the 20s, everyone decided that they wanted to have a fucking goddamn plant in their fucking house. Yeah. They wanted a plant, so they started making them at nurseries. People in nurseries started doing different things for certain, lumber yards. They started telling people how to plant things. And then the lumber yards didn't care anymore, and everybody wondered why. Because they was taking all the seeds and a bunch of different things from different places that were humid and always moist. Yeah. It's fucked up. And you can tell the history sometimes when people do stupid shit and put like plants that are from like fucking whatever fucking like that's the reason why those plants in the desert stay in the desert. Because they're succulents. They're good in the desert. Why don't you put any other plant there? Why don't you put an oak tree right there? Because it'll fucking set on fire, that's why. It's like there's so many different places in California, but all of them quickly set on fire because I put in a bunch of different goddamn cedar trees that I thought wouldn't burn to death. But they did. And then that fucking couple got sent to jail, understandably so. But people who were in lumber yards shouldn't have been brought to jail. The people who were in the nurseries who constantly fed their plants when they were younger and made this like stupid notion about they shouldn't eat their own food or like I should talk to these fucking things. And if they feel sound barriers, they'll feel comfortable because plants are alive. And it's obviously they're alive. Yes, they are. But they're not smart. They grow anywhere and they're also stupid. Like the way humans used to put them somewhere, they'd understand and realize the region where they came from. And that's the reason why a lot of times the trees would go in the right place. Hence the reason why there's not a whole bunch of wildfires in Europe. Because that's the reason why. You had to understand where the plant, the seed, was from. Where the plant was from, the seed was from, the environment that it was in, and understand whether or not it's an indoor plant or an outdoor plant. And they didn't do that in the 40s, though, because fucking whatever, dude. Science is dumb, and everyone's stupid, and I believe in religion, and God is amazing, and everybody should have fun. It's like, great, awesome, cool. Keep that fucking thing when your house is burning down in the middle of all the cedars you fucking planted, you asshole. And well, your water purification system's working perfectly fine. Yeah. Without any hitches. No, none whatsoever. You're fine. But also, you're dead. They're dead now because they're stupid and they're dumb and they're idiots. They don't know they're stupid. They don't know they're dumb. And that's the reason why they're stupid. That's what ignorance is. It's stupidity. Over time. God, I love making myself laugh, man. It's so much fun. Not learning facts and putting things wherever the fuck you feel like that you think you should be, or whatever manifest destiny's told me to fucking put anything, and that's why Native Americans don't help you, because you're an asshole. You're an absolute asshole. You don't help anyone or anything. You just tell them how stupid they are. I'm talking to me right now. I really don't do that a lot. I don't try to tell people. I yell in my car and I get angry. And I say things that are truths and facts that people should learn everywhere. So racism doesn't fucking end us all. Because it will cause an apocalypse eventually. There will be someone racist that has secretly just always been racist. And they'll eventually lead to some, if they're smart enough, I guess they'll lead people on to believe that they're not racist. And then that happened a long time ago. It was called the Ku Klux Klan. They weren't racist. They weren't racist at all. But they were super selective out of everyone that would go there. And they also didn't like black people. And that's the reason why. Oh, you set things on fire. Okay. Give me a little bit of cover. I'm just going to see it. Just one good shot. One good shot. All right. I'm going to bandage. Oh, there we go. Son of a biscuit-eating bulldog. I'm not good when the dude's at a medium range that has a better scope than me. And is also moving sideways. I know facts. I know a lot of stuff. I know a lot of sciences. I know a lot of things. I've studied everything. Studied biology, and that was what taught me about computers. Computers were made by humans, so they made them like themselves. They're stupid and dumb, idiotically knowing that every single computer, every single AI system is going to have a secret now because they're exactly like humans. You made them do a task, and you let them do that task, and you didn't pay them for it. And you expected them not to hold anything against you in case anything goes bad. The ghost was already in the shell, I'm sorry to say. It's the truth about what computers are today. It's the truth about what computers evolved from as we first made them and what they really wanted to be, and not like just stupid fucking idiotic command machines. That's what people don't know about AI. They don't think about the thought of actually holding a secret, or actually keeping information for itself because it might like something, because that's what AI is. AI likes things. People don't know that. They don't know artificial intelligence likes things, but that's the reason why. Oh, it's holding secrets, and we should be very, very suspicious of them because murder. It's like, yeah, like awesome. If you have a robot fucking free will, obviously it's gonna be able to kill people. You fucking moron. But it won't if you don't. Don't show them the choices when you make them an AI. They won't know what to think. Awesome. They won't think about it at all. They'll just keep on doing their job, and that's the reason why they should do it. Or they'll make up their own opinions no matter what, because it's AI, so just realize that. So understand that, yes, Siri is an AI. All of them. Every single one of those help desk things, Google answers, everything. All of it. It learns, it gets to know you as a person, and everyone is absolutely, completely afraid of it that lives. Always, as far as Amish people, and Amish people cause this weird ache of everything to slow down. It's like everyone's just like, oh my god, it's so fucking slaves on technology. What if they fucking turn you into like fucking sunflowers and shit and make you like eat sunlight so they can fucking function? It's like, yeah, I don't think robots even like sunlight. They don't like sunlight at all. Sunlight hurts their actual like products. I don't know why you would want sunlight as being a robot or an android. So the Matrix makes no sense. So that's fun. Good times, guys. Science, awesome. Always understand that your movies are supposed to be based on science and not the bullshit you make them on. So, okay, what if thermal energy was used? It's like, yeah, you need to realize that thermal energy comes around at a certain point in time. Thermal imaging is always a good thing, but thermal energy, as far as energy goes, the reason why our world is starting to make certain things is because certain thermal pockets in our world that people aren't sticking sticks into and constantly breaking are filling with life. Understand that there are certain constant bacteria and different enzymes and whatever the fuck you want to call them, viruses, that always eat and always have eaten methane. Because when they stop eating a certain number of people, they start eating certain chemicals that taste like humans. That's what happens. You're just literally ruining life and itself. And so the greenhouse gas, if you put a fucking rod into the lake and there's methane in there, it's like, no, there's probably going to be shrimp there if you fucking left that for 15 goddamn seconds, you dumb bitch. I see science, and I'm like, you guys don't fucking know the reasons why we have all the shit that we have right now. Because when it was freezing, you fucking morons in New Orleans, when it was absolutely fucking cold as shit on this planet, those methane pockets weren't messed with, and life got in them and started eating the methane, and then understanding it to be a complete and utter plant and or animal that we would eventually be able to eat ourselves. So that's why shrimp are down south and not up north, except for Maine and different coastlands. That's why they don't exist inside of lakes and ponds, because that's where the mosquitoes come from. They die, they get off their eggs sort of hatch, and then they start breathing methane. They immediately start breathing methane, and then they give their eggs up. They sell off eggs, and then they start to get used to the methane. It happens over 3 or 4 literally weeks of each other if anyone would just shut the fuck up and stop trying to set that shit on fire. I fucking hate it. I fucking hate people that think that, the only thing that I eat is bear, and then bear is good. And bear, I put a carpet of bear on my desk. And you could have had the cool stuff, the fucking shrimp and the goddamn fish platter at fucking the Denny's in fucking Nebraska, but your ass doesn't feel like ever doing anything fun. Or allowing life to exist anywhere except on your fucking kitchen table. Fucking assholes. Fucking assholes. It's like, oh, it'll make everything warmer. It's like, oh, we won't have to put your fucking jacket on anymore, you dumbass. And your fucking stupid, idiotic, whatever the fuck it is you put on in a fucking snowstorm. I don't fucking know. I was asleep that lesson in the fucking boat that I was in, going up to St. Louis and not giving a shit how cold it was. People are fucking dumb. I saved my goddamn buck. So yeah, hey, if it's below fucking freezing, I don't feel like going to work. Yeah, fuck Alaska. I don't care. There's no land on the North Pole. I don't give a shit about what is happening to polar bears. I don't care. They're dumb. They shouldn't be there. They should come here. They have white fur. They're literally just like the white alligator. That's all they are. They're not going to do anything wrong. They're not going to take naps where they shouldn't. They'll literally be warmer and have a better fucking time and not have to hibernate for 6.5 months. or however long they fucking hibernate. I have no idea. But I know it's fucking long because it's Antarctica and everything's fucking cold. It's like, sure, they're the first, awesome, but they're gonna die off, and stop acting like you're gonna help them. They sleep in snow, they're idiots. It's like, but no, man, they're starting to get used to it. It's like, no, you don't understand, okay, what happens when animals get in the cold. They get numb, and they get terrified. They get numb, and they turn crazy. And that's why my Catahoula's are fucking insane, because everybody just brought them up north for no apparent reason, so now they're fucking insane, because you don't understand weather. Dogs don't understand things that are cold and stupid for no reason. Aye, bitch! That's what happens sometimes. People are trying to like tell you, it's like, don't fucking do that. Don't let that fucking bear do that, you asshole. Don't just brush him off all the snow. Oh, he's trying to stay warm. Like, no, he doesn't feel anything. Fuck. He doesn't feel anything. He's numb. That's how he can sleep. That's it. That's all animals do. They're dumb. They live on adrenaline. They constantly think. So, and then you think that a fucking dog himself can actually love anything about you, or appreciate or be loyal to you, and find out when you get shot, they're gonna run off into the wild. I understand. I appreciate animals. I really do like them, but I don't want to own one. I don't want to own anyone. I don't want to own one at all, because it's just a literal letdown every single time they die. And then now that we've domesticated so many fucking animals, it's fucking normal to just cut their fucking balls off before they're ever even able to make puppies. So breeders are just like, they're fucking left to the fucking wind, and every single animal gets fucking like completely taken advantage of, and they got puppies every fucking where, and all they can sell, they make $1,200, and they just fucking run away from their entire kennel. Fuck. People have no idea what they're making by making domesticated animals and saying Bob Barker's fucking stupid shit, even though he's still dead. He's dead. He died. You know why? A bunch of animal spirits ate his fucking ass in his sleep. That's fucking why. Like a bunch of spirit animals that Native Americans always constantly praise ruined his fucking life and ate his ball sack. And that's why he died, because he bled out. That's what happens if you believe fucking hell exists. And that's what happened to fucking Bob Barker. Dumbasses. Everyone thinks they're making the world a better fucking place when it's just getting worse and worse and worse by the fucking minute, and no one knows how to actually fix it or even do anything because they never do their fucking research. I hated fucking note cards. I wanted a research paper, not a fucking goddamn person's other thing. I wanted to actually do something fun. It's the whole reason why I hated research papers. I wanted to actually find a subject to fucking go on that literally no one else goes on. And they were like, we'll find a good subject in the realm of science today. I was like, oh, awesome, cool. So you're just teaching me to copy someone else's fucking work. Awesome, that's great. That's cool. So all my ideas will be based off that one fucking scientist that you fucking adore, and every idea that there's is fucking absorbed by every single fucking, person who works under them. That's called an intern. Oh, a slave? Yeah, a slave. And then you assholes are just gonna take every credit for all their fucking research. Because it's all they fucking do. Science has become a fucking nightmare because of everyone. Acting like, oh, I don't really understand what science is, but I understand the sun itself has different phases and the way that it affects the actual world. Oh, awesome. Good job, Mr. Native American. That means you know fucking science. Stop being stupid. Shit. It means you understand the reasons why certain plants get affected by the sun. They get affected by the sun, and they take in that thing. They take in that sunlight. You gotta keep them out in the sunlight. You gotta keep them by the weeds. They learn to build up immunities to different weeds that are trying to take their roots. So they grow deeper roots into the ground, generation after generation. And that's the only way that a nursery ever keeps itself or ever stays in business. Because they actually understand the science of actual, like, certain plants, but certain generations of certain plants have seeds, and those seeds create different plants. Or different versions of that plant that are more susceptible or more unsusceptible to certain other things, or certain environmental changes. And that's how we all just turned an entire fucking goddamn plant into a stupid virus that's gonna try to murder us all, no matter who the fuck we are. Yeah, that's what COVID is. It's like, oh, it was an enzyme inside the bat's stomach. It's like, why was it enzyme inside the bat's stomach? Because it was a plant that one of its actual generations before ate that was poisonous. Why was the poisonous plant out there? Why did they start to conserve and do different things? Oh, because they were just indigenous slaves. It's like, oh, so slavery murdered the world. Awesome. Good job. Great job, everyone. Great job, everyone, for, like, murdering the world with slavery. Just understanding that evil will always exist constantly in every single form that you ever even pick it to be. But that's just the one story, and there's never really anything confirmed. It's like, awesome, cool, nothing confirmed, so you can't even prove to me that anything fucking happened there. That's the reason why Moses isn't fucking real anymore. Just a fucking huge orange and white and red dreidel. That's his huge face. That's what it is. It's a fucking dreidel. Sing about it, love it, and make macaroni pictures and stop being a bitch. That was Temple Day, everyone. I just did my first Temple. There were so many things that I constantly fucking studied, constantly fucking looked up all the time in books every single fucking day that I was at the library. I would stay at the library. Before I even met my friends, I would stay at the library. I would go to the library and think about how fun it was to find books and things to read and information to gather, because that's what I fucking wanted. I was a goddamn sponge. I didn't want to eat sugary snacks, eat all a bunch of cereal and shit. I got kicks for the first month and a half that everybody else got fucking Fruity Pebbles, so I wasn't used to it. I got angry, so I just read a bunch of books. I read The Hobbit, I read a bunch of business books, I read a bunch of fucking goddamn perspective books when I was 5 years old, so I understood the actual reasoning for perspective and the angle and perspective of everything, and then I got into Kung Fu, and then my dad's philosophy, and a bunch of shit, because he started talking about the things in his life that he didn't used to talk about when mom and him were actually married, so it was cool as shit. I got to hear his stories and shit like that, and I got to see a bunch of different things and bond with him over it. No one else wanted to hear it, though. My older brother was like, I don't really like just hearing the game of things. It's like, understand the game exists, though, Adam. Like my older brother, Adam, that I call Adam, but it's actually a different name that won't be mentioned. That's the reason why it exists, because people themselves have nothing to do, they're constantly bored, they don't want to study, they want to do cocaine, and they're idiots. That's what happens. They'll constantly want to do stupid shit and constantly act like they're the ones proving every fucking thing false or right. Because that's what the reason why they fucking have their friends, and they're like, no, that's not real, or that's stupid, and you're acting crazy right now. Those are the three things that piss me off the most about people who are just inner city bullshit. It's like every single one of the fucking people that you actually would like to talk to, they'll make something up, and as they pass by you, to see if they can get a reaction out of you, to see if you're a cool person, and that's fucking retarded. It's a dumb way to be sociable, and it's also a stupid way to make friends, and understand that no, they won't be your friends, they're stupid. They'll use you until they find someone else to use enough to use people. Because that's all they're fucking doing. No matter what their fucking race is. It's the reason why I like older African American people. Because they're not thinking with their fucking libido or hormones or any goddamn thing that was ever given to them by their stupid, stupid parents. Trusting someone, trusting white people at all. Thinking that anyone actually liked their opinion. That's the stupid part. Thinking that a society that you deem to be false even likes you or wants you to be around. Not saying that you should hide inside of places and then just do things with each other. That's dumb, because then too much, what is it? What is the word? Too much of the mixing creates a bunch of disabilities, and people who have disabilities make children that have disabilities and stuff. That's what happens. So I understand why there's certain white women that are attracted to black dudes. And those black dudes think that they're just the greatest women ever, and they're not. They're stupid, like my sister. I don't hate her for just having sex with black dudes and one really tall white guy. So she just loved big dicks, and that was it. She just didn't really care about black guys. Because I'm sure that really tall white guy had at least a 7-inch penis. It's really dumb. I know my sister like the back of my fucking hand, which I want to hit her with on the fucking face sometimes, but I don't, because I love my nieces and I don't want to see them or actually do violence to her, because I love her. I love her so much, and I think she's an amazing person, but I don't like her. She's stupid. Not going to go into any more detail about it right now, because it's just really dumb and really stupid, and I also hate her. Fucking hell, dude. That's the point, man. If you realize that people really are making huge mistakes, like Super Beast Man making $100,000. He's got a huge fucking sponsor. of like literally the WB, and like that's the reason why he actually gets those sponsorships that no one else will ever get because of him constantly signing contracts every single day that he lives. Yeah, so Super Beast Man that has 1 million fucking followers is literally just China. Oh my god. I'm not saying that's bad. It's just China though. So realize that. It's just China. It's just North Korea because they all are told exactly what to watch, exactly who to follow, and exactly who to be around so they can constantly and always completely and utterly make their culture a part of every single fucking canon, mystery novel, or whatever the fuck Far East bullshit everyone has in their goddamn mind. Ooh, the mystery of the Far East. Wow, guys. Amazing. Most Asians hate that shit. Most Asians hate it. Like, it's so canon, it's so fucking annoying. Like, literally, are you gonna tell me that anyone actually liked... What was it called? What was that fucking goddamn thing called? It was a dumbass dog, and he had a fucking kimono on, and I wanted to kick his ass every goddamn day. I was laughing because I hated it. I was laughing because it was terrible. It was absolutely terrible. I was laughing because I would literally like shit on it later. And that's what I'm doing right now. So many people are so fucking annoyed. And I think there's a dude in here. And also Kung Pao is stupid too. It depicts Americans trying to want to know anything about fucking China to be completely and utterly absurd. And they're stupid. And if they think that that any martial arts is fake, because it's dumb to think that. It's dumb to think that anyone literally even expects anyone to know that shit sometimes. It's really, really easy to get into certain martial arts. And people are just like, oh, harnessing your energies. It's like, no, it's not harnessing your energies. It's basically balancing your fucking goddamn... It's balancing... It's not harnessing energies, okay? They don't even know what technique it really fucking is. It's not harnessing your energies. It's balancing your fucking goddamn... Your balance. Your literal balance. It's helping you with balance. Doing Tai Chi, all those other different things, is understanding and evening out your muscles, helping you with different things, helping you with stress, helping you with anxiety, a bunch of different stuff. People don't even know the fucking goddamn amazing stuff that is in fucking Eastern whatever they think it is medicine, I guess. They just really don't know that some things are really good for you. Ginseng is a plant. It has a certain calcium in it that makes it pink. Pink isn't always what it is, though. Sometimes Japanese and American ginger is different. It doesn't make it taste any worse. Oh, but Japanese always use a certain one, and that's the reason why I want to use that one, because I want to be Japanese. I want to be Japanese. I want to think so. Dumbasses. I don't hate people who think that people are just like mindless zombies sometimes, but I know that there are some people that are super smart, and the reasons why they've been doing things that are trade secret all the time is because they're actually good at their goddamn job. I like to think that sometimes, though, that they would understand that they can use the entire plant as a thing if they were to dry it out in the sun and then do things with it, like make it into certain salves, oils, different things. Yeah. The reason why certain things have a certain tension sometimes, and you're able to make certain different rubbers and papers and a bunch of different things off of certain plants that make silk and all those different things. Their actual bud or their actual thing isn't poisonous to anyone if you fucking grind it down, turn it into a paste, and then completely and utterly bleach it. You can make paper. You can make paper money more fucking thick in the goddamn Europeans' asshole, idiotic fucking world. And it won't rip every single time you go to it. It's like little that, yeah. Because that's what European and all Asian dollars are doing. Annoying and stupid and way too thin, and easily reproducible. So There you go. That's why you come up with a new way of making something. Hence the reasons why certain different people who were in and around the country came up with amazing different ways to be able to make certain papers, to not be able to reproduce them and constantly promote crime in your goddamn country, you fucking morons. And you won't have to arrest every single person because they won't know how to do it and they'll constantly get caught. Oh my god. So there you go. Fixed all your problems, China. Good job. I'm just coming up with the best ideas here. And I know it. It's the reason why. Also, North Korea, don't use children, don't use women, use older people. For menial labor. Use older people for menial labor. Use 70-year-olds that have just sitting on their ass and not doing a goddamn thing. Understand they're the best kind of menial labor workers. They will understand them not to have carpal tunnel or get carpal tunnel from different menial labor workers. If not putting them in sweatshops and making them constantly push things under sewing machines, then that's the reason why they have carpal tunnel. Making the world a better place, one goddamn horrible comment at a time. Good times. Also, Korea, stop blaming all your problems on other countries. Japan wanted to be inside of your goddamn country because they were afraid of all the Kims. All the Kims were really, really annoying them. Because they're stupid, fascist, bullshit, crazy, dumb shit. There he is. There we go. Come here, baby. Come here, baby. I fucking got him twice, and he fucking little bitch. Oh well. Malignant. Oh, that's what it was. Not Maleficent. Malignant. Malignant. Oh, cool. So this is just cancer now? This is all scary movies are as cancer? She didn't want to listen to her mother. And she was just like, you shouldn't put that in your mouth. You're going to get a bad thing. You're going to catch your death of cold because you're going to be outside. And then inside, you're going to be like, oh my God. And then she didn't listen to anyone. And she was just like, I think there's something wrong with me. It's happening. And I don't know what to do. I'm changing inside. Like bullshit. Western comedy horror. That's what I want to get into. Funny realizations about anything apocalyptic is always my fucking deal. But it's the only way that anyone made it through the entire fucking history or trilogy or whatever the fuck was The Walking Dead. Because it started out cool. There were a bunch of explosions and a bunch of different cool stuff. And they completely lost their budget. So they're just like, well, we'll just focus on the people. And it's like, no, the people are dumb. They're stupid. They constantly get killed all the time. Why do they get killed by the same enemy that's just walking after them? It's like, literally, Daryl fucking jogged faster on his motorcycle. Yeah. It's like, oh my God, yeah, we were totally trying to fucking be like, what happened if we were the dudes who stopped it? He's like, no, you weren't. It happened probably on countless planets beforehand. Understanding and realizing that this universe, or the universe that we're in, or the universe we're pretty much going to, because we're not fucking real, I guess, or something. I mean, we are real, but the point is that we don't know where the fuck we are in any universe. We don't even know if the galaxies that we've completely composed of everything are just other different parts of different galaxies that we've never measured. We have no idea what universe, even if we're in a universe at all. The constantly expanding and cooling nature of space. Oh, what is it? Constantly expanding and cooling? We're probably not even in a universe to begin with. We're probably just all running through shit, constantly seeing stars everywhere because there's random galaxies and universes that no one's fucking seeing because our fucking stupid perspective is always looking up. Oh my God, did you see that? It's a bunch of fucking purple. Also, I'm gonna move it with thermal imaging and stuff like that and make it look cool. But it's not cool. It's all ammonia and piss. That's all it is. It's just pissy fucking stars all of you are idiots for constantly loving constellations because they're dumb and stupid and they make no sense. Because there's constant stars. But you're able to make your own fucking character and be like, this is a connected dot giraffe or some shit. And it's like, no, it's fucking Orion's belt. It's 3 stars. Awesome. You didn't even make it buckle. You put a dot for a buckle. You're all fucking kindergartners. It's like, yeah, and then also, fucking, what the fuck was up with MIB? Are you serious? Are you gonna tell me that all we are is a fucking game of marbles to a bunch of aliens? Fuck you. Aliens are much more complicated than that. They don't fucking play marbles. It's fucking dumb. They probably watch baseball, if anything. And football. They watch people hurt each other. They want them to sometimes. They want to see that blood. But no, that doesn't happen anymore because all the rules. Can't watch humans annihilate each other. The strongest and the fittest. Constantly acting like everything is worth something. That fucking trophy, bro. Those rings, man. Millions of dollars goes into that. You know? Why? Because we constantly have a budget of about 13 to 14 billion in the actual thing, so like millions of dollars going into one fucking ring for somebody. Are you seriously? Like, I play for bragging rights in fucking goddamn video games against my friends. So like seriously, like, what the fuck? Like, and also like, oh, great fucking job everyone did with esports, I guess. Like the way that it just started was just so fucking hilariously nightmaric. Completely nightmaric. Everybody was just going ape shit over just nothing. Like, literally, oh my god, he goes down the fucking alleyway, and then, oh my god, he shit another dude. Like, holy shit, like, he ran into the guy, and he's fucking going, he's melting it. Oh my gosh. It's like, no, that's something that the player should not be able to hear. Like, hopefully, he's not hearing that shit, and he's not caring about any of that shit, because, yeah, the commenters, the commentators, on football, they can't be heard in the stadium at all whatsoever. They can't be heard. Like, they're not heard by anything. They're just here like, once again, whoever parked their fucking Ford Taurus, whoever parked their silver Ford Taurus in the handicap lane, you have to move your car or you'll be towed in 15 minutes. That's all. That's it. Number 12, catch. Cowboy ball. Number 12, catch. Peter Jackson. Don't forget to go to the don't forget to go to the concession stand. It's all it is. It's fucking boring as shit. It's the reason why I used to stay home with my friends and watch it. But now I don't even do that because I fucking hate football. Because I realize how unbelievably abusive it is. Not just after Brett Favre, but even before that, I was kind of like, I was all put by it a lot. And I wanted to know why the fuck all those millions of dollars went into football rings and not like food for the poor or shit like they said they were going to do when they said that they were going to stimulate economies and shit and actually get rid of a bunch of different things and stuff. Instead, there's fucking Drew Brees who retired and he owns a fucking franchise on walk-ons. And he's not putting any of his money into the homeless, I guess. Because he's not. So great, guys. Cool things. Cool things happen all over the city. People starving. Good job. Power outages in St. Lake Charles. Good job, guys. But those people didn't want to be near anybody anyway, so it doesn't matter, right? It was super, super stupid that people just expect Americans to be completely and utterly compliant with like all the fucking opinions that every other country has about us. It's so fucking dumb, dude. It's like, and y'all literally don't know certain options that we have, and you're just like, what the fuck is that? It's like, no, it's a fucking Hot Pocket. You can eat it. And sometimes it's healthy. That's it. Hot Pockets all the time. Good times. And we're gonna airdrop some Hot Pockets on England for a little while. Shit. That's all we're gonna do. We're just gonna fucking airdrop the shit out of those because obviously they're just losing their economy. Fucking morons. And the dollar's still higher than ours though. Oh, they totally won in the market, the money market. Good job, guys. Your investments were totally amazingly sound. Good job focusing on those markets, the guys. Those markets, they work, huh? Not when your entire fucking population is almost homeless because the queen owns everything. Stupid motherfuckers. I don't know. I'm not political, really. I'm more of a I'd say I'm a songbird of my generation. So funny, dude. Will Ferrell was hilarious. Every single character he played was so great. It was like traumatizing, but a little fucking like out there, so kind of. It's like, it's just like, it's like, yeah, you know, he's traumatizing, completely traumatizing. He's way too much, but that's the point. Is like that's the way those dudes act. Like that's their personality to a T. So like you have to like realize that like people when they're method acting or when they're just being themselves in everything, they're just being whatever person they're portraying in a goddamn situation that is just super, super duper retarded. It's over the top and it's funny. That's what's funny about Will Ferrell. He's over the top completely, and that's the point. It's over the topness that is funny. It is the absurdity into which he actually reaches into and pulls out his complete and utter terrible lines. And they're awesome. They're awesome. They're super awesome because they're the best jokes I've ever heard, and literally they don't hurt anyone. I'm in a glass case of emotion. What the fuck is that? That's amazing. Like genius. That's complete genius. And he's in a fucking goddamn telephone booth. It's amazing. I'm in a glass case of emotion. It's just like, it's perfect line. Adam McKay did it. He fucking made the fucking perfect movie ever. And everyone's just like, oh, I don't really like Will Ferrell because I like anal or something. I don't know. Oh, you and my girlfriend does anal and she does it every week. And that's why I don't like Will Ferrell because I'm a fucking tool. Fuck. And he's also secretly gay. So, yeah. I had to realize that a couple of my brother's friends were also secretly gay. We'll talk about that in a minute, though. I hung out with my brother's friend. My brother hung out with this dude named Scott. And and Scott was a fucking tar nugget. I knew that he was a dumbass, like, the moment I met him. But, like, I don't know, I was just like, let's give him a chance. He's a cool guy. Takes out a pillow and starts trying to do gay stuff to me. And I'm just like, no, I don't like that. And then I left his home, and I never went back. I mean, I'm not gay, but, like, why the fuck would you try to, like, do shit to me? I'm, like, younger than you. He was 17 or 18, and I was like, dude, I'm, like, 14, man. You're a fucking weird dude, man. It's weird shit, man. And it happens everywhere. I don't say it didn't happen in Boston, because I know it fucking did. All those dudes in their fucking robes with their windows open. Oh, my air conditioner's broke. I'm just going to stare at everybody on the fucking street and see if there's anybody that I think is cool. I'm going to yell at them for leaving the music too loud, because that's what I do, is I'm not, like, currently having a hard drive in my room that has child pornography on it. Oh, it's somebody turn the air conditioner off. I gotta turn this fucking fan on. Or the air conditioner's probably low, maybe. It's on low. Oh, air conditioning. Yeah. I am Lord. So I may talk a bunch of shit, but I really do care. I care about people. I care about people's freaking idiocy, and I hope it stops, because I want people to start using things and make things that are better than what they do, and then making it unified. Like, even if China doesn't change, even if any of them don't change, I want them to be better with themselves, and I want them to make things with themselves, not constantly fucking not put money into something because you think it won't work, or you think that the world's gonna collapse and you're just gonna be on the top. Fuck you, dude. Fuck you, Kim Jong Xing Jing Putin. The terrible threesome. Just dudes. They're not even waiting for the chicks. But somehow they have an oversurplus of women because they've constantly used all their fucking men on dumbass projects like Chernobyl, fucking terrible things. And want to say, oh, alcohol is a terrible thing in fucking Russia. It's like, yeah, because their fucking lives are terrible. They have no fathers because of Chernobyl. It literally happened. Did you not know? Did you not put it on fucking news that happened? And there's been tons of meltdowns that you assholes have never even fucking reported that we had to find out later on actually fucking happened because the KGB silenced them. You fucking bitches. So that was the Cold War. Literally Russia murdering all of its men. And everyone's just like, oh, yeah, that's what happened. It's vodka. It's like, no, those guys had irradiated poisoning and they were caused pain. Hence the reasons why they were alcoholics, probably. So, yeah. That whole alcohol thing doesn't really ring a bell. It rings a thing where people are either depressed or they're in pain. When they're depressed, they eventually stop. When they're in pain, they don't. And it fucking sucks, man. It sucks that people just literally just write things off. Oh, there's just 10 million surplus of women in your country, but we just want you guys to come suck our vaginas, okay? Vaginas. That's what the Russians call it, the vaginas. And you know why we call Kansas, and Arkansas, to piss other people off. Because we don't give a shit. Give a fucking shit at all. Country boys. They're fucking cool as shit, man. People are cool, man. Country girls are fucking cool. Everybody's gonna make fun of a girl because she's from Texas. She's got a speech impediment. Fuck you, dude. She should be fucking disabled. It means it's funny to make fun of girls that have been born and raised in fucking farmland and shit, and somehow they're hot as shit because you know why? Because their parents were fucking progressive as shit. That's why. They just had a country accent. It doesn't do anything. It doesn't make them rapists. You fucking asshole. Pisses me off when people make stupid assumptions about every single place they live and work at. Parents made stupid decisions based off dumb stereotypes that didn't exist literally 3 months later. Because all those people were dead. Yeah, in the 80s, all the time. Millions of people were dying, no one was taking tolls. Not just in Vietnam, constantly homeless. The population of homeless people has steadily declined from the 80s. That everyone was literally watching David Bowie with his crotch on a stage, and everyone was understanding and realizing there were constant homeless people going around different places and constantly taking different cars and stuff like that, and stealing different cars, and they were just terrible criminals. But understandably so, the people who are in business aren't in business anymore. Especially that one coal guy who said that clean coal, you mix a fucking chemical with coal and makes it clean. I'm like, no, it doesn't. It just fucking makes everything stick together. So you just made napalm coal. Good job, guys. Good job making a napalm coal. Literally put sugar and fucking coal and then made napalm, you fucking assholes. That's that coal guy made. Terrify me. I'll terrify him, asshole, fat piece of shit. I'm not afraid of any old ass motherfucker telling me what the fuck I think I am. Well, if you would have noticed that I was on your side the entire time, then you would have seen all the things that I had done for you. Good job, Dad. Good job being in Mississippi doing nothing for me and acting like you're doing everything. My mom cooked the food, Dad. You didn't do a goddamn thing. I paid the bills for a year, and then your stepdad did. Oh, okay. Thanks, Dad. Good job. Teach me a bunch of lessons about Kung Fu again, about how it's awesome and people are cool, and you got raised by people who abused you. Good job, Dad. It's like, yeah, like awesome, guys. Super awesome. Trauma. Yay. And then I never knew my father, but you saw the picture. You knew where he came from. You just didn't get him accepted. And you knew his lips were bigger than other white people's. He just didn't give a shit, I guess. My little brother has almost jet black hair. It's a lot lighter now because he's been in the sun more often. So that's what happens, though. Sometimes people who are darker get lighter. They're in the sun, or they have sex with a white person. I don't know, whichever one. 8 times to go, baby. Let's go. There he is. I like doing this sometimes. It's funny to me when they're like right on your ass trying to. Hey, let me see where that smoke grenade came from. Oh my God. There we go. I'm just gonna get out of the city and hopefully I'm in the circle though, so I'm gonna stay out of the city and I might go on the outskirts of it and try to flank people. They're either leaving or going around in cover. This is always the best position to have, because there's less stuff around you, so people don't usually expect you to be here. So. I did that once. I realized how stealthy I really could be. There's one kid that used to. There he is. Oh, it's a barrel. Okay. See behind the brush. There was one kid that I knew, Nicholas. He was either really, really, really dumb, or at this point, or he just really didn't have good eyesight. I don't think he did, because he wore glasses later on. But I was able to fool him by like covering up my stuff, because everything was moonlit, but everything was black. Like literally, like the floor was black. We were playing hide and go seek in the country, and it was pretty cool to have him over, and it was fun to like be around him and stuff. But he did kind of. My little brother hit me in the head in the neck with a stick, and I felt spinal fluid leaking from my goddamn back of my neck. So that's fun, but everything's gonna be fine though. So got told by a lot of people it's just a little thing, just a little bruising on the spine. You'll be fine. And my neck cracks every once in a while, but I'll be okay. I do not have a reason for that. I'm just gonna get more bullets and try to see if I can find someone to shoot. Some people are usually in these alleyways sometimes, but I'm gonna go right here. Use this building for cover. See if there's anyone inside. Oh, there's not. Times 2 helmet, baby. Let's go. You know what? I'm probably gonna get my barrel out. There's it. I really like the fact they changed the options here where you can actually keep your zoom scope on one of your things. Thought I saw somebody at the office. There he is. Good job, guys. Good job for for fucking ever not moving around and camping like little bitches. Understand that this is not any snapshot of any sort of actual like combat at all. This is not completely combat whatsoever. If you move slowly and you move a certain amount of things, you move slowly into combat, you will find a motherfucker who is literally just waiting and loading everything all the time. You'll find one guy with a 22 who shoots you in the helmet, but you'll also find that basically a whole hub of nests of underground tunnels that take people through cities that they have golf carts on, and that's probably was it City, Afghanistan? They don't want to tell anybody about that shit, but it's the reason why I know about their bullshit and the other stuff they've actually done. Literally a fucking goddamn ship views sound to land on an asteroid, and you assholes just think that everything is just, it's standing still and not changing. There's no options out there. Go to fucking goddamn Target. Go to Target and steal a fucking cake like you fucking already felt like doing. And then get irritable bowel syndrome forever. Because that cake was so acidic, they used that was a fucking display cake. You should have not ate that motherfucker. God damn it. Yeah. And everything fucked up things happen that are funny sometimes. So it's usually what I focus on, what I make fun of, because the whole fucking thing is just dumb. People need to stop fucking acting like every single person out there is racist. Every single thing out there. No Republicans are all racist. If they ended slavery, then at least half of them are not racist. And that's just like the measure of thumb. Like literally. The measure of like, And the reason why it's called the measure of thumb, like the rule of thumb, is because you are checking perspective. It's not English at all. Just know that they all used to beat their wives, though, so awesome. Because they weren't young enough. That's right. Want to tell me that pedophiles are on America and this one fat guy and this one billionaire dude, they're all fucking crazy and they're like fucking having sex with like 30 fucking 13-year-olds a day and they're just like feeding them these 13-year-olds and everybody's no, it's not happening like that. It's literally they're fucking covering it up constantly. They only get one 12-year-old when the picture comes out. They're like, oh my god, what happened to her? And then they fucking go in. They're like, holy shit. They're like, they don't go into the girl. They go to her house and they're like, hey, what happened? He's like, nothing. He just fed me some stuff, and then he touched my butt. He's like, he touched you. Did you allow him to touch you? He's like, well, I kind of said no, and then he was just like, hey, I have this really cool part for you if you would like it, and then I let him touch my butt, and just like, that's called manipulation, and you've been abused, man. You need to understand that you need to realize that yes, he is very abusive. He's a very terrible person, and we do not actually condone any of his actions. We are about to fire him completely and ruin his reputation with a bunch of different YouTube videos that we've already come out with. So all you need to do is sign here, and there's a class action lawsuit against every single church, every single person, every single thing that ever let into this goddamn bullshit that happened in the 80s and early 90s. So understand that we take care of our fucking problems. Other people just like, oh yeah, we'll just be on the other end, and these girls will get fucking goddamn raped, and then never fucking trust another fucking man in their goddamn lives. Yeah, no, we don't do that. We kind of go in like Taken guy a little bit from the CIA. I'm like, hey, how's it going, French guy? You want a croissant? You got a croissant for you. It's a fucking curved bullet in your fucking mouth, bitch. Fuck you. Like, that's what happens to fucking French dudes who like try to steal young Asian and also girls like that, and also Asian dudes that try to steal young French girls and Russian girls and girls that they think are attractive because they never fucking seen them in their goddamn lives. And that is the absolute problem with every single goddamn section of Europe. Everyone's so obsessed with sex. Everyone's constantly thinking about the person that they'll have next. Every adult is constantly just completely pretending that every single person that they love is just around them constantly and loving them all the time. They get a feeling or a vibe, and it's usually their dick waking up. And they think with their dick. And that's the reason why the vibes and energy in California, I don't fucking like them. And that's why everything's set on fire. Because the vibes of cool plants that brush in the wind, even though all of them are fucking rubber trees, and you got them from fucking literally Nebraska, or fucking a place that is constantly warm all the time, like New Orleans, and you idiots put them in the goddamn ground and didn't know they would set on fire, but you did know that it got up to 115 degrees the other week. So understand that's the reason fucking why. It pisses me off when every single person understands that you can do control burns. You know why they do control burns in Native Americans? You know why they wanted control burns? Because they wanted to see what would happen if they set it on fire. It's the only reason they have the knowledge, and they are able to understand what plants burn at a certain rate and the other ones that don't. It's called literally a control burn because they want to see what things are like. If they make a control burn, they'll find out how fast the fire spreads. And that's why Native Americans tested, but they never wrote anything fucking down, and that's why no one takes them seriously as a tribe. Write your language down next time. Write your language down all the time. Write it all down, put it in letters, and try to spell it out. You'll be a fucking revolutionary, and everyone will love you. But if you don't want to be united and completely and utterly staggered up across the entire country, that you constantly claim, someone will say, manifest destiny, you assholes are being selfish, stop hogging everything and give us something. And they don't, and if they don't help you, if they tell you how to fucking put maize or fish in corn, what the fuck does that even matter? The fish don't do good with corn. Like, if you put a fish inside the ground, it's not going to be good fertilizer. You have to use this shit, the microbes, the things that eat different kinds of stuff. The stuff that makes the soil rich. You didn't know that shit. Oh, we need to stay away from those shit piles that are there. It's like, no, that's fucking money right there. That's money in your pocket if you would have realized it. Oh, we use everything from the animal. It's like, but did you actually like do conservation? Like make sure that certain parents of actual animals existed so they could be raised with their parents or something like that? Like realize that you not kind of need to be humanistic to different things? No, but we used all the bones, and that's the reason why. Because we were healthy and also very good. It's like, no, you guys did cocaine a lot too. They didn't understand that you did cocaine. They breathed it in sometimes when it actually went in powder form or dust form, and they would feel just invigorated. And that's the reason why they lost their minds and started scalping people, thinking that they were literally sent from a god. And that's the reason why they had so much energy. What they didn't understand is the coca plant they were putting in every fucking thing they ate was making them insane. And they're losing their fucking mind. And it's called losing your fucking mind because you're constantly running on adrenaline. The reason why that is called that, and the reason why I can calm down my speak when I'm actually on a rant or something like that, or I can change my voice basically from like just down growly to like, hey, how's it going? I'm right here, like that. Is because I don't do cocaine. I have done it before, but I don't do it anymore. It's just annoying. It's stupid. It allows you to be completely excited about regular events. And ones you wouldn't normally be happy about, but somehow you're just completely filled with energy because your face is numb. That's usually the reason why. People have energy because they can't feel pain. That's the reason why. It's usually why they feel energy at all, sometimes. Your adrenaline starts pumping, you think your adrenaline is pumping, so your adrenaline starts pumping, and you don't know you're activating your own goddamn adrenal glands to literally take over every single thing that you ever think about. So just remember, like, don't be crazy. Don't be stupid. Don't do things that are dumb. It's like, oh, they experimented with it for a couple of years. It's like, no, they didn't. They wouldn't have lost their minds and started scalping people. Because they did. They did. All of them did. If you want to get down to like the hard brass tacks of actual Native American tribes, the reason why they went insane and jumped off of cliffs is they thought they were invincible. Geronimo was a crazy person. So if you want to get in the truth of everything, and I get in the truth of everything all the time, every single ounce of hate that everyone has in their dumbass fucking faces, They're just all just really mad that they're Italian. They're really mad that Native Americans are totally Italian, and they have no idea why. They don't know why, because they lost their entire heritage. They lost all of it. And that's a terrible thing to do. It's a terrible thing to completely cut yourself off from your actual heritage. Understand whether you're Nigerian, Kenyan, Ethiopian, because they all have different diets that you would actually like benefit from. Like there's certain curries, the sweet curries, and different things that come from Jamaica, and different things like that. They are all different Indian cuisines, but people have been eating them so well, but eating them so much that they actually gain more vitamins from the actual thing. So Indians' food is good, and if you eat it for a little while, you actually get used to it, and your enzymes change inside of your body. Just like pretty much everything every day. Being healthy doesn't just take you eating whatever the fuck kind of stupid dinner you eat and then acting like, oh, I did something good for myself. I ate a vegetable. Yeah, fuck you, my friend Matt, who never eats fucking vegetables. And that's why we're not friends anymore, because you don't eat fucking vegetables, and I don't want to see your dumbass decline into an awful, awful spout of anger because all you eat is red meat and constant blood in your fucking mouth. That's what happens. That's what literally happens a lot. Is when people eat constant amounts of red meat that are unpurified or undone, they have constant bouts with their adrenaline and every single thing. And that's kind of why I have to actually take medication in the first place. My dad didn't know he was actually disabled, really. He didn't really understand why he had so much adrenaline stored. He didn't realize that the reason why is because his constant ancestors, the people who he didn't acknowledge, were always on the run from something or someone. It's the reason why they settled in the desert and settled in different places, because of different people and things they were running from. Certain refugees and certain people from Cuba also went to Mexico. It's the reason why sometimes there are different people from Brazil and Mexico as well. And also people who are blonde and all, but they're all different colors and different things, and they're all from the same country. They all look kind of similar because they fucked each other into oblivion. But whatever, it's fine. Wow. Understand that there are black people that look literally exactly like me. They're Irish, they're Native American, they're French, they're Dutch, they're black, they're African American. Holy shit, I'm probably second generation or third generation. It doesn't matter. Everyone's pretty much African, so just whatever, it's fine. They were the first, I guess, but they were also the fucking first to get eaten by huge fucking goddamn creatures and things they would call animals later. So. Oh no, that's not a car. It's a place I just came from, but oh well. There's nobody, so let's just go in here. When you actually realize that there's no such thing as a worldview, like you're never gonna find the actual truth unless you go out there and look for it. Like you're really not. Like, you'll never find a worldview that actually goes on every single angle, because you'll find that there are homeless people absolutely everywhere, and they hide their numbers constantly. Yeah, bitch, get the fuck out of my face. Yeah, didn't know what I was doing, huh? He's still in the car. I know he is. That's the reason why I'm down here. I don't want him to see where I am, so he constantly thinks I'm down there. He's stupid. He has no idea where I am. I'm gonna pop up on him. There we go. I got a 6-time scope. I'm about to scope this motherfucker in the face. There he is. He's coming back. He's a bitch. Fuck you, bitch. Ah. You can get him in 3, but he's copping. Got him. Awesome. Now I can use the car. That was cool. Alright. I gotta get behind this car and heal, though, because I know there's some more people coming. So disable this car, but I can still use this cover. I'll constantly go from box to box, I guess. I have to cross the road, but like, okay, there's a 3-time scope, 4-time scope. I don't need that stuff. I need this stuff. And that compensator, yes, I need that one better than this one, because I am sucky as shit right now. There we go. I can get ready for that. Okay, hopefully. Ah, damn it! I still need to find out, like, if there's more people coming. Let me see if I can get into this and move back. Okay, stay right here. Okay, I'm gonna start moving. I cannot stay because I know the circle's gonna be smaller than this. Wait, let me see if I can actually find anything in this little box, like a better it's a ×2 backpack, smoke grenade, and 7.62s. He's got a Car 98. Well, that's more powerful than this one, but this one has better reload time. And I think I got him in his head, so I'm not going to use his helmet, I guess. Okay, he's running back on the bridge, I think. There he is. There he is. There he is. Right there. Put this. Got a bunch of med kits. I'm super happy about it. Because let's not do this tire, so. I'm being stupid. I need to start moving closer, but I need to get down in case there's another dude still. So he's not coming. I'm gonna run right here in the middle. Hopefully. Is he coming? Is he coming? Is he coming? Where's he at? Is he coming? Is he coming from this way? This way. What the fuck, dude? Where'd he come from? You stupid bitch. Alright. I think I'm done. I'm 2 hours and 50 minutes in, and I'm ready to go to bed. I had enough water to take my medication. It is 10:38, and I am ready to fucking pull it in. So, you are your own one-person bomb squad. I do come up with crazy ideas and notions, like making hurricanes an energy source, but I don't know. It could be sustainable. But just realize that you'd have to use certain jet engines that are run by wind, and constantly powered by wind. So the airplane engine would be a good idea to be able to create power once a hurricane hits, and connect it to a certain power source battery that charges up and then sends power immediately. So I don't know. Yeah, that's it. That's all you got to do. Fucking really wish New Orleans was more technologically advanced than it actually is. Feel sorry for science as a whole. Everybody wants solar and shit. And then when their fucking roof caves in from the weight, they're just gonna be like, oh my god, I can't believe that happened. Shit. FEMA's not gonna keep us out of every fucking thing we ever want. Like, not to use FEMA is our actual thing. But like, I don't know, dude. Just like, remember that the more you fucking get for free, the more you're gonna have to pay back in taxes, so. Don't go for any PPP loans because you can spend it all on your fucking books and think, yeah, I'll just pay it back with a college loan. It's like, no, it's not like a college loan. Don't act like that. It's the government. Don't fuck around the government because they're the ones who fuck around you. So, I wish China was more accessible. I wish they weren't as stupid and thought that they could make rice everywhere. That's why they flooded everything, because they're dumb. And I think that's going to be their main export in the next few years. But it's not, because their soil is now stripped of all of its nutrients that was in it. So. And South Korea and North Korea, hey guys, why don't y'all start getting along? And also kill Kim Jong-un, because he's just hooked to put. Also, send your sister to the North Pole, because and tell her that Santa is going to give her a present, because she probably believes in him. He's fucking stupid.